it seems like yours is going to be raised by you as a single mother and him. And they're going to be calling another woman stepmama at the rate you're going because you're too busy. And everybody business, and you're not paid to be in that business. I'm paid to be in people business. You're not paid to be in people business. Okay? You're not paid. I get paid. This is what I do. For it's given that you want to be a blogger. That's why you stay heavy in the blogs. You want to control our news because secretly, deep down, that's what you want to do. You want to be a blogger. You want to be the media.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's going down on TikTok. We're going to get into it in just a minute. It's the shenanigans for me. I was just like, okay, I didn't even know this was going on. All I see is Paris posting up on Instagram, cute. I didn't know anything. I mean, I wouldn't have known anything about this if somebody hadn't, you know what I'm saying, started posting it on TikTok. And then I go to my Instagram minding my own business and it's like, well, damn. Okay. I was like, well, damn. Damn. What's going on? What is going on here? Okay. Like, why y'all? Why? And then I went to Paris's page. I didn't even see anything. She's not even talking about it. Now, look, we're going to talk about it in a second, but I was just like, my God, don't you have a house to sell? Don't you have anything else to do? Like, really? Really, ma'am? I'm not even going to call her sis. Really, sus? That's on some sus. Sus, what is wrong with you? Sus. I'm sure someone's getting ready to say, "Daddy gone, Daddy gone." Was it a good case of Daddy gone for the afternoon, and Sus didn't have anything better to do? Sus, as in suspect, SUS, suspicious. Okay, if you could support Fran's channel, aren't you so sweet, Miss H? Okay. Thank you, Miss HLS, for even just saying it. Okay. O'Neill Occasions, J Fox, and Jackson Tabasco. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's talk about this first, though. You guys have all seen it, but we have to talk about it because it is on some current events, and we want to stay current. Okay. Um, any of y'all out here reporting to Zoom court, can y'all, first of all, if you have to go to court, please go. That's for number one. Oh, you know what? Let me check the docket real quick. Let me just make sure KEESHA has not responded. Because KEESHA is bad about responding to stuff. KEESHA got a whole damn small claims court case against her on some. Ooh, come on, Cher. Come on, Cher. Come through, chair. Can we do what's right on this? Y'all, I got a nice new chair. It sits up tall, which is what I wanted. Okay. It sits up nice and tall because that's what I need to do what I do. I like to sit up high. I don't like to sit down low. Any of you guys who are at your work desk right now, you know what I mean when you got the little stand in my office, if you will, my glam room office. I've got one of those lifts so I can stand up. But I don't. So yeah, but I don't. But I need to. I just like to be up here because I can sit right in front. Girl, I am posted up damn near right at the front door. This office has a window so I can see everything. And because when I'm in my other setup, I just feel like I don't really know as much of what's going on in the house. Plus, I don't want the dogs in there. And I don't want to say I don't want them in there anymore. I just don't want them in there like that because mommy put a hurting on my carpet in that room. And I just kind of got out of having all the dogs, You know what I'm saying? That's where all my clothes are, and I wouldn't have my dogs in my closet. And that really is it's a multi-use space with a lot of clothes and things like that. And I just don't want them in that room like that. So this is a better situation. Uh anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I had a good night last night. I was tired. Um we have stuff to take care of over on Real Talk Bougie, so we will be over there. You guys have been asking me about some tea, some girl, I don't even know what to call that. Look, some rumor has it. Okay, that's more of what it is. Any of you guys who follow me on Real Talk Bougie, it's on some rumor has it. Okay. I don't know what to tell y'all. Let me get back to Keisha real quick. Let's just check the docket and see if Midland Credit Management has gotten a response to their small claim suit. Somebody out here did not pay their Neiman Marcus credit card, and they're trying to recoup some of their funds. Times are hard and these companies want their money. If you went and got whatever you bought from old Neiman's, okay, it wasn't free. It was not free. We know Jeremy got served on or about, what was the date? Let me see. On or about, I think it was like the 14th or something. On or about, I love that terminology. On or about the date of blah, 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 blah. On the date of May 14th, I'm going to read this. Shall I read? Okay. Let me read. It's posted in places, so you guys can go check this out. If you're in, I think it's a free post. It's a free member, it's a member post, but there is a free member option on Patreon. Just register. You can use the name Boo Boo Kitty Cat if you want to. You don't have to use your government. Is Boo Boo Kitty Cat, girl. I like it like that. Whatever you want your name to be, summons and complaint, whatever you want. Okay. Just have a working email address so you can get your alerts when I post something over there. But on May 14th, in the county of Fulton, there was a document posted, and we talked about this when it dropped, I don't know, a week or so ago. This is some old tea now, but still valid. Okay. There's an affidavit of service that was rendered over to Miss Keisha's house. And I shall read: the plaintiff, Midland Credit, the defendant, Keisha Anderson. Um, this was filed in the county of Fulton on May 20, okay, of the year of 2024, case number 24 MS 203 606. Are my eyes, am I reading this? Okay. 806, excuse me, 24 MS 203 806. Okay, Midland Credit versus Keisha Anderson. Personally appeared me, Shamika Bryant, the undersigned officer duly authorized to administer oaths, first being duly sworn on oath, deposes and states that he/she is a citizen of the United States, 18 years of age or older, and is a party having no interest in the above styled case. That just means they're independent and authorized to do the following. If required by statute, officiant is appointed as process server by this court by attached order incorporated herein by reference. So the receipt is attached. Are we clear? Affiant further states that on the 11th day of May 2024 at 11:03, he/she served Keisha Anderson by personally serving co-resident, refused first name, Anderson, husband, at a certain address in the county of Fulton with the following document: summons and complaint. Service comments: 5/11 2024 at 11:03 gave papers to Mr. Anderson, her husband, to Description of person served: male, Black or African American, brown hair, approximately 40 years old, approximately 6'7" and 200 pounds. And he answered Miss Keisha's door at the address known in the county of Fulton. What other man could that be? Refusing first name and said he was her husband. Okay. So this affidavit was signed by Miss Shamika Bryant, a licensed certified process server in Fulton County, and it was notarized by Roger Douglas III. Okay. Okay. There's nothing else documented. There's a list of process servers. We might need to give this to Shirley Strawberry's attorney because she needs someone to serve them that nasty work to Nesto over in Cobb County. But there is a long list of people who are certified by the court. By it appears that the Superior Court of Fulton County has read and considered petitions of criminal records for the persons listed below, and with sufficient grounds exist for each petitioner meets the requirements for appointment by the court to serve process for magistrate court proceedings. There's a whole list of people who have been vetted. That means that they have checked you out thoroughly. Okay. And they have you as permanent process servers in the magistrate court of Fulton County for the calendar year of 2024. And Miss Shamika Bryant appears on said list. And there's well over 100 folk on here, maybe almost 200. And Shirley Strawberry needs to hire one of these people so that they can serve those papers on Mr. Nesto so we can get this divorce case going. Now, they caught up with KEESHA on May 11th. This was documented and sworn as a services rendered, and that's it, and that's all. Okay. KEESHA is bothered by a YouTuber who is not on YouTube anymore, as far as I know. You know what I'm saying? Um, and Miss Paris Harley, and we're going to get over there in a minute and talk about that, but I wanted to talk about this first that has nothing to do with it, but this is just another case of someone doing something silly on the internet. Okay? Silly shenanigans on the internet, and now it's a problem. Let's talk about it. You guys have seen it, but we're going to watch it again. Because you know what, your girl, you know why I laughed at this when I saw it? Because you guys know last week I was busy, and I went live. I was on my way to go pick up grocery at Walmart, and I got a few minutes, and I said, let me get with Bougie Gang real quick, because today is just, I'm swamped, right? And I hit you guys up, and I also had to go to Sam's, and I also had a doctor's appointment, and thank God it was actually a televisit. So I reported for my televisit, but sis was in Walmart parking lot, and my doctor was like, it's okay, don't worry about it, just park. And I was parking anyway, but um it made me think about this guy who said he was dropping off, I guess, going to the doctor's office. That thing was funny. Okay, let's watch it real quick, and then we're gonna head on over to TikTok. But y'all, if y'all haven't seen this was funny. This is on some suspended driver's license. Now, there's a little more to the story. Sir says that there was some sort of a mistake. He should have his license back, I think. It's still showing suspended, but at the end of the day, even if they told you, until it's on the docket, until it is approved, until the judge has cleared it in the system, even if it's a mistake, you got to get it clear. You got to get it clear. I found out one time, this was a long time ago. I got pulled over, and I don't know. I think they showed maybe I hadn't paid a ticket. It was something. And my license was valid, but they never cleared it back out because I actually had in my glove box, I think I had the receipt, I had something, and I showed it to the sheriff, and they were like, "Well, they never cleared it. Like, you need to get this take. Like, you need to turn around and go." But I had an appointment, and I had to go take care of my appointment. But I did turn around. I did go straight to the DMV, and I think I had to pay like another 10 or $15 and I was pissed. And this could have been like 15, 20 years ago. I don't know, but I could have gotten a ticket, but luckily the sheriff was really nice. I had a receipt in my glove box, and obviously it was just maybe it was like a three-step situation, and maybe they just did two steps, but it had an adverse effect on me. And luckily I was able to pull the receipts, okay? And sir directed me to just go straight to the DMV and handle it. And I did, and it was fine and all those things. But shit happens. You know what I mean? But this man should have known not to be on no damn Zoom call in motion. Okay. He wouldn't have even had any problems had he not been in motion.
Calls case People versus Corey Harris.
Township. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Kate for Mr. Harris, who should be present in Zoom.
Mr.
Hello?
Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
The judge is looking like, oh, am I getting punked here? He's probably like, this is my favorite call of the day. Somebody just fucking up. Okay. He looks like he smiled and everything because it's like, you can't be that dumb, sir.
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second.
He's lucky that he didn't call for a deputy and say, you stay right there. Even though he does tell him to go ahead and report, I guess, before close of business. If you don't report by a certain time, you will have a no bond. He's lucky he didn't send a sheriff out there, call the police, and tell them to go pick him up.
Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
That is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Hello?
The prosecutor's like, I don't even know. We're just going to let them just go ahead and talk this out. The prosecutor's sitting up there just like, and then his lawyer with the red hair, she was asking for an adjournment. Why? I don't know. Well, she said she wanted to reschedule for 4 weeks. Well, on what? The man he's suspended. He shouldn't be driving. He calls into Zoom where he shouldn't have been driving anyway, calling into Zoom, which means he would have been late for court. He calls in and he's driving a car. How easy would it have been to have just been parked wherever you were at before you hit the Zoom? That's number one. Nobody would have even known.
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
His
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is turning himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Look at his face.
Thank you.
Judge is like, and the lawyer didn't even know what to say. That's just a classic case of your lawyer getting caught out there and there's no defense. Like, what can you don't have a minute to confer with your client. What can you say? Let's click on this. Mr. Harris wants to set the record
Well, tonight,
straight.
a man who became a meme after a viral court appearance in Ann Arbor is looking to set the record straight. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. People couldn't believe Corey Harris logged into the hearing for a charge of driving on a suspended license while he was actually driving.
He was cited last October in Pittsfield Township. That now infamous hearing was just last month. Tonight, 7 News Detroit reporter Kimberly Craig tells us Harris believes he's paying an unfair price for an honest mistake.
It has literally been pure OD hell. I've been assaulted.
My God.
I've been followed. I've been laughed at. I've been ridiculed. I have been disrespected.
Corey Harris is planning to appear back in an Ann Arbor courtroom Wednesday with a new defense attorney, T1KT0K.
My client doesn't want to go out here breaking the law. He's a law-abiding citizen.
Sis is a baddie. Look at her. Girl, she's got the little grays in front a little bit. Okay, Miss Dion Webster Cox. Okay.
So now that we know what's going on, we're taking the steps to go forward to correct the problem, to put him in a situation where his license is in proper order.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Harris said he was driving to take his wife to the doctor because her medical condition was worse.
They don't care about that. If you don't, it's funny how people feel so entitled. Your license was suspended for a reason. Your wife has a medical condition. What about Lyft? What about Uber? What about mom? What about sis? What about brother? What about a friend? What about let's drive slow? I don't know if the lady can't drive or not, but at the end of the day, sir, you are not authorized to drive. You're just not. I don't understand why people don't understand when you're not authorized to drive. You're not authorized to drive.
Worsening, but when the judge could see Harris was driving during that virtual hearing for driving on a suspended driver's license, Harris's bond was revoked. He spent 2 days in the Washington County Jail, and the video spread across the internet like wildfire.
I don't even go on the internet anymore. I deleted my Facebook, my Instagram, Twitter. I deleted everything.
Harris said he had no idea he was driving on a suspended license back in October when he was first ticketed by Pittsfield Township Police. He thought the suspension that was tied to unpaid child support had been lifted 2 years ago. What was your reaction when he told you, so you have a suspended license?
Okay, so you had a suspended driver's license because on some deadbeatism. Okay, and then you paid your money, you got caught up, and it didn't transfer over to the DMV. So child support got the money, got you caught up, I'm assuming, but they didn't take the additional step to clear you at DMV. You might have had to, like I was saying before, you got the damn 3-step. They came for you, and now you got your receipt. That might have been up to you to take the receipt to the DMV to say, I'm caught up at child support enforcement. And I need, and can you, and they put something in to lift my block. I don't know. I don't know. Miss Veronica says he knew. Shawnee said, well, you know what I'm saying? But if you had to go to court on a moving violation, if you thought it had been taken care of, why are you at court now? If it's already taken care of and it's on a suspended-ish, why are you in the vehicle still moving? He could have been sitting in the car and they wouldn't have even asked him. Or are you, are you driving today? Maybe they would have asked him, but it might have been a good idea to stand outside the car. Like, there's so many different ways he could have handled this, but let's keep going.
Looked at him like, you got to be joking, because all of this was supposed to have been taken care of already.
Court
Not
records show a
taken care
judge
of.
ordered that suspension lifted in January 2022, but a spokesperson for the Secretary of State said they never received a clearance from the friend of the court. No one from the friend of the court responded to my calls last week, but today, a representative for Saginaw County's chief judge did respond and said the clearance was never sent to the Secretary of State because Harris did not pay the license clearance fee to their.
Ooh, 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 sir, you did not get cleared because you never paid. They said, I will, however, give a brief explanation of the license suspension rescission process. When the order rescinding license suspension is signed by the judge, it is effective only upon payment of the license clearance fee to the to Saginaw County Clerk's Office, and the reinstatement fee to the Secretary of State. Once the licensee pays the license clearance fee to the clerk's office, they must provide proof of payment to the friend of the court. And the friend of the court then sends the compliance certificate for the license reinstatement to the old Secretary of State and licensee. The licensee must take this form to the secretary and pay the reinstatement fee for the license to be reinstated. The court order alone does not reinstate a person's license. It merely gives the licensee the ability to have their license reinstated upon payment of the fees, that check, and production of the compliance certificate to the Secretary of State. The licensee must take action after an order is issued to have their license suspension rescinded by the Secretary of State. The licensee is advised that this action must be taken before the license is reinstated. I mean, that was perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. It's complicated, but it's clear. You got to read it slow to kind of visualize everything, but it's clear. It's crystal clear.
Their clerk's office.
Never told me a thing. That's all they said, was that they would be sending me some paperwork in the mail. And
Ladies in Detroit have always had their hair on, period. Like, always just right. Detroit has always been kind of like a leader in them hairstyles, even though that's just a ponytail, but her ponytail is nice. I like that.
And
That's
here
a
it
ponytail
is,
I can get with.
2024.
Yes. Very professional. And sis got them eyebrows.
And I just received
Look at her client. My God.
the paperwork that they were
Sir, remember I told you to keep it short.
supposed to send me 2 years ago.
Front of the court.
Right.
They never said you had to pay a fee or anything.
No.
Right now, he needs to go to the he has an appointment with the Secretary of State Thursday. So Thursday he's going. Let's get this in order.
In Southfield, Kimberly Craig, 7 News, Detroit.
Okay, Kim, thank you.
Okay, well.
In today's handoff to Erica.
Embarrassing. Okay, we're gonna leave that right there. But if you'd seen that Zoom hearing, he has obtained the help of a lawyer. And ma'am is getting to the bottom. Sir is feeling some type of way. He's embarrassed. I don't know if they're trying to sue the state. They want to sue the judge for embarrassing him, but he embarrassed himself. If you knew you were going to court on a suspended, then you should not be driving. Common sense would just say, you know what? They still think my stuff is suspended. I'm thinking it's not. Let me not be driving. Like, that's just common sense. But clearly there's a problem. And being in the driver's seat in motion was probably not the best thing to do. Anyway, we gonna swerve, y'all. This is a mess. I just found out about this afternoon. Y'all were all up in my inbox, and I was like, what is going on? What is going on here? Why am I hearing about this all over again? What is going on? And oh God. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but we gonna find out. Let me fix this.
Paris, is this you? Okay, y'all. So we're about to get started.
Let me
but
tell
I
you
do have to
something.
give a
This
lot of
lady right
disclaimers throughout the
here,
duration of why I'm explaining.
this lady is, when she gets into something, she is ma'am is I played this earlier, but we're gonna have to play it one more time.
It seems like yours is gonna be raised by you as a single mother and him. And they're gonna be calling another woman stepmama at the rate you're going because you're too busy. And everybody business, and you're not paid to be in that business. I'm paid to be in people business. You're not paid to be in people business. Okay? You not paid. I get paid. This is what I do. For it's given that you want to be a blogger. That's why you stay heavy in the blogs. You want to control our news because secretly, deep down, that's what you want to do. You want to be a blogger. You want to be the media.
All of these things. And most importantly, I have to let you guys know that a lot of this is being handled legally. So there are some things that I have to omit, some evidence, receipts, knowledge, all of that, and how I get certain things.
You have to remove some knowledge. How do you remove knowledge? I don't even understand, but we're gonna let her go with it.
I have to omit for legal reasons, and stuff that will just come up in court at a later date. But like I said, Paris posted this. And by the way, Paris has this private Discord group. I don't know if you guys have heard of the app Discord. I never heard of it until Paris. But Paris has a private Discord group and is single-handedly targeting me and my...
Why is she lying and saying she's never heard of a Discord when her helper has a whole Discord?
Children. And my
or had one. Let me just preface that. I don't know if they still but look, Discord is, so anyone who doesn't know what Discord is, first of all, it's a platform, it's an app. And I don't know, to me, Discord is kind of like if you took Patreon and added like some real good extras, where Patreon is really focused on posting content and you can have some like chit chats and stuff. Discord is more chat interacting facing, and where Patreon, the forefront is posting content, video, whatever, anything. Discord, the feature really is more conversing, chatting. They've got meeting rooms, so it's almost like a little bit of that what's that damn thing called Clubhouse. It gives a little Clubhouse. It gives some things. And gamers use it a lot. So you see a lot of Twitch people use Discord, things of that. Well, the reason why Discord is wild is because it's very much not, I don't want to say not regulated, but where on other platforms, even Patreon, I mean, it's just, it can get out of hand. And it can get out of hand. So we're going to leave that right there. Discord can get out of, it doesn't mean that it is. It's just your platform space, and it's going to give what it gives. Okay. So Discord, by no means, I think it's a great platform. But you really are responsible for setting it up. It's almost like having a web page, and you're responsible for what's on it and what's in it, right? It's going to be a blank canvas with certain functionality. So that's, if you're not familiar with Discord, it's a platform, but you have a lot of ability to meet up, chat, sidebar, all of those things. So that's what she's talking about. But clearly KEESHA found something out, and she thought it was a good idea to put on her Gina Janine wig, her little Gina Janine hairstyle wig, and put on some lashes and start doing TikTok videos.
But mostly me and my children. And Paris has spent the last 3 years doxing and pretty much organizing, if you will, like a Adolf Hitler, if you will, but organizing.
So she has organizing like Adolf Hitler. Wow, that's a strong assertion.
Hate crimes, targeting me, bullying me, and giving calls of actions for people to do this or do that, which we're going to produce those receipts and I'm going to share on the screen some of the many things that have been leaked in there. And I know y'all are probably like, well, how do you have all this evidence? Yes, y'all. How do I have that? Well, that's because I have gained a lot of supporters over the last 10 years. And
I thought that you weren't with the shits anymore. I thought that you told people to not include you on anything that has to do with anything that you're not interested, that's not a positive thing. I thought you said you didn't want to be bothered with anything that was outside of the scope of what you're focused on. But clearly this has got to still be a focus, because I don't understand when you tell your subscribers to not bother you with something. She lost 20 when? Like over, you mean the last couple of years? Or she just took another dip? I wonder why she took it to TikTok. I think, so that's a good question. Why did she take this to TikTok? Maybe because she said, the allegations are that Paris was going to do something on TikTok. I didn't see any evidence of that. Did you guys see that?
quite a few people who are a part of Paris's hate campaign against me are actual real supporters. So they're posing as haters to get information and they send it back to me. And they've been helping me for the last few years. It's built my case. And yeah, so anyways, now we're here. I have not heard from Paris since Paris was banned off of YouTube 2 years ago. Yes, y'all, banned off of YouTube. Paris was banned for harassing and bullying me, which I will show that in the next clip. But right now we're going to go ahead and just read this. So this was sent to me last night in Paris's private group. I'm thinking.
Oh, let her read it.
Hold on, y'all. How can I small myself? There I go. I'm thinking about starting a campaign. I'm talking about small myself, make myself smaller. I'm thinking about starting a campaign on TikTok to alert people that they should think twice before doing business with someone that blackmailed a trans woman, that she would out her if she didn't do what she said. People don't like to buy homes from transphobes. Most people have them in their family or friends of us now. This will pay for what the F she did, I promise. Now, I'm not opposed to a good curse word or two, y'all, but I'm gonna try my best to limit cursing because I don't know TikTok's rules and I don't need none of these videos to be getting taken down. But that's what she said. So yes, how do we get here, Paris?
This ghetto as fuck.
How do we get here? Because I was actually a part of the LGBT community when Paris found me. I came to my YouTube platform and I, as a matter of fact, is running out of time. So now we're gonna have to go into part 2. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So we're about to get.
Someone told her it would be cute to do a series. That's my first impression. Sis wants to do a series. Now, is this really the series that you want to do? Because when people pull the receipts out about all the things that you said and how vicious, like at the end of the day, everybody's not going to like every influencer. So Paris has a right to not like someone. And also, at the end of the day, you two, I guess, had some conversations behind the scenes, and I don't know. The bottom line is that someone from your support train, if you want to call it like that, is over here outing people on their lifestyle, and that really was a hate train, because when you outed that person and they didn't, and it was not verified, it's not something that they built their platform on, it's not something that they were talking about, that really was on some hate. But KEESHA really tried to zero in on the babies. So I think because YouTube deals with so many people, I think that they just kind of were like, whoever had the access to get their complaint heard the best is the person who won. I don't think that, me personally, I don't think that Paris did anything to warrant being banned off of YouTube in the way that she was. I think KEESHA engaged in some Karen tactics and really, like she was trying to get me caught up in something, on a one or two occasions. And it was like, sis, seriously, no. So it's unfortunate. But yeah, I think she flipped the script. She did a good old flip of the script and made Paris, made it seem like Paris was coming for her. But really and truly, there was a concerted effort. And we'd seen this outside of Paris with many other people where KEESHA was able to strike people's channels and get people's channels taken down because she didn't like people doing reaction videos on her. And the style that Paris was doing reaction videos, she didn't appreciate at all. And she was no longer able to do the strike tactics and have them stick because YouTube got wind, or they were willing to accept the fact that people were using the strike tactic as a weapon to take down people's channels when they would utter something that they did not like.
Paris, is this you? Is this you?
I hope all is well. I wanted to reach out to let you know that the concerned channel has been removed from the platform. Please let me know if you need anything else. Platform, please let me know if you need anything further. Have any further questions? I will be happy to help.
Wanted to reach out and let you know that the concerned channel has been removed from the platform on YouTube. Hold on. Paris, is this you? Right here? Where I'm having a conversation with my management team on YouTube because I had to send them a link to a video of you sending pictures of my minor children to a pedophile. Is that you? But you want to come over here and start a smear campaign, sending pictures of a minor child, not even just child, children, 3 children, to a whole pedophile. Hold on. Paris, is this you again? Where YouTube had to message me to let me know that they have terminated both of your channels because you were terminated and then tried to come back and do the exact same thing again. But now you're talking about you want to come over here on TikTok and try to start a smear campaign against me. And you thought I wasn't going to let these people know who you really are. You thought I was going to sit back and be meek and quiet.
So, but if that's like, where's the video? Where did this actually happen? Where's the video? Yeah, I hope she doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, sis is trying to grow her situation. That's the way I'm taking
and let
it.
you do the same thing that you did to me years ago, and a lot of people let you get away with. You thought I was gonna be silent when it came to my 3 kids. You thought I was gonna let you keep playing with me when it came to my money, my brand deals, my livelihood, my peace of mind. You thought that you was just gonna be able to get away with it because you were gonna use this whole transphobia thing to be your scapegoat when you never even came to the internet to tell anybody that you was a real trans woman. Did you now? Did they have to be leaked, Paris? And who is it leaked by, Paris? Because please don't make me pull up those receipts of the conversations that we personally had on the phone call when you told me yourself.
So she's justifying outing someone and then her community bullying someone on their sexuality because they didn't put it out first and foremost themselves. And by the way, I used to be a lesbian, so you can't get me on that. I'm not transphobic because I used to be lesbian, but now I'm a confirmed thirsty chick for some sausage that don't really want me. Okay. Right. It wasn't, you can't justify outing someone because you were once with the punani nani. Okay.
That someone has some big information that was hanging over you and we're going to come forward to the internet. But I'm going to tell you how we found out about Paris's real identity. The identity of Paris, honestly, it really makes me know never mind. Because to be honest, I don't care if you was a dog, cat, rabbit, astronaut, or whatever you could possibly be. When it comes to the safety of my children and you endangering that, you're gonna hear my mouth every single time. I'm not gonna play about my children. You're trying to come to TikTok. You see that I'm a real estate agent. You see that I had to get a whole nother career.
So you see that she's a real estate agent and you're worried about your persona, your career, your footprint on this internet, but you're sitting here with this crazy stuff. putting this out, ma'am, and you got a whole damn civil lawsuit against you. You are a real estate agent, but you want everyone in Atlanta to know that Midland Credit has a small claims on you for $3,000, sis. That's ridiculous. You couldn't pay a $3,000 bill 2 years ago? And you're worried about a thought? Someone is typing a thought, if that even was Paris's account. I don't know. Someone types a thought and you're mad, but sis, you got a whole damn small claims lawsuit against you. Why don't you go pay your bill, sis? You're concerned about your presence on the internet, but you as a grown woman with children going to elementary school are talking about this on a platform where you really don't do a lot of business, but now everyone's going to know your business. Oh, okay.
Career field
Okay.
because you mess up my peace of
Girl, it's
mind so much on
embarrassing. Girl, pay
YouTube
your
that I
bill.
decided instead of me putting my kids out on the internet every single day, I'm going to limit their exposure to be a damn good mother. So since you wanted to, okay, you guys, so this is really making me emotional right now because now I have to go back to the mind space that I was at when. Okay, guys, so once again, hey y'all, so all these people outside of Paris doing. Okay, you guys, so this is really making me emotional right now because now I have to go back to the mind space that I was at when all these
sorry,
people
y'all.
egging Paris on last night. Oh, all these people outside. Hey, outside Paris. Is it? Okay, y'all, so we're about to get started.
All right, let me fix this.
Okay, you guys, so this is really making me emotional right now because now I have to go back to the mind space that I was at when all of this was taking place. Unfortunately, when Paris went live to start this smear campaign, bullying me, harassing me, which we're going to get into, and I'm going to do a backstory of me as an influencer as well, but it's very important before we skip to that part for y'all to see what type of person Paris is, the person who wants to now come and try to start a new smear campaign as if they haven't done enough damage as is. But during this time, I literally had just given birth. I was going through severe postpartum depression. At that point, I had been vlogging my life for like 4 to 6 years, almost every single day for 4 to 6 years. I was sharing my life with my audience, thousands and thousands of people every single day. That was my entire career. And of course, I had so many thousands and thousands of supporters. And I love y'all so much to this day because y'all have.
This is my opinion. She's using this story on some type of flex, some sort of come up strategy. Somebody got a hold of a receipt or a post. And look, if Paris feels some type of way about what happened, like her part of the situation, the effect on her, she has a right to it. KEESHA, you keep striking the flame on this damn situation. You won't let it damn go. This is not even talking to you. Is she @signing you? Is she hashtagging you? If she is talking to an audience or a community that support her and she feels some type of way, just because someone has a thought, you don't know that she's putting to action that thought. It could just be a damn thought, but you're going off the damn rails, creating a whole entire series on something that hadn't even happened. So you're making a big fucking deal because ma'am is having a thought about something that traumatized her. So this is a case of 2 wrongs don't make a right. And now it's like 3 wrongs because at the end of the day, KEESHA, you've been wrong on a couple of occasions here. People really trashed that lady. Okay? Paris got trashed. Paris lost her platform. And you think it's okay. Like, it's okay for you to say anything and everything you want to say. But she, in a private platform that she pays for, you've got people spying and could be taking things out of context. And also you are smearing and smear campaigning her before anything even happened. That's because someone is verbalizing or someone is documenting a thought of how they feel because they were profiled for their lifestyle, and then you justify it because at one point you were LGBTQ. And I mean, are you ever not like if you're a lesbian, are you, I mean, I don't know, girl. I don't know. Look, let's just keep
have
going.
been super helpful. A lot of y'all have stuck y'all necks out and put your own self on the line. All these people egging Paris on last night, but outside of Paris doing. Okay, you guys.
Okay.
So
I'm not gonna touch it
it's really making
anymore.
me emotional right now because now I have to go back to the mind space that I was at when all of this was taking place. Unfortunately, when Paris went live to start this smear campaign, bullying me, harassing me, which we're going to get into, and I'm going to do a backstory of me as an influencer as well. But it's very important before we skip to that part for y'all to see what type of person Paris is. The person who wants to now come and try to start a new smear campaign as if they haven't done enough damage as is. But during this time, I literally had just given birth.
I mean, this could have been somebody could have planted this tea and said, let's see if we got a rat in the mist. How about that? Because I thought about that last night on something else. I'll talk more about that when we get over to Real Talk Bougie. But sometimes something is planted to see if we got a rat in the mist, if there's an op in the house, if there's an op or ops. Somebody may have taken the bait. Someone may have just taken the bait. You don't even know if this was accurate. You didn't even let it happen. So you might be stupid. Somebody could have planted this to see, well, I think so-and-so, we're going to see how this plans out. Or I'm going to release this to, girl, we're not even, Risa Tisa's even gone. Risa Tisa, isn't Risa Tisa over? Okay. Girl, the ops are always watching and reporting, right? Yesterday, someone over in the Nesto community, one of the blogger, dropped some information as tea with no receipts and says they have inside information. Meanwhile, you could have been tested. That could have been a test to see if you are a certified blabbermouth. And if someone was testing the blogger yesterday to see if you were certified on that blabbermouth, well, you don't fail. Okay. That's what I was thinking last night because people started messaging me like, Fran, is this accurate? What's going on? I'm like, this might have just been a test to see if sis was a certified blabbermouth. Okay. Some Arizona tea. You know what I'm saying, guys? Okay. Okay. Let's listen.
I was going through severe postpartum depression. At that point, I had been vlogging my life for
these churn are 5 years old, and she's talking about, ma'am, never wants to progress.
4 to 6 years, almost every single day for 4 to 6 years, I was sharing my life with my audience, thousands and thousands of people every single day. That was my entire career. And of course, I had so many thousands and thousands of supporters, and I love y'all so much to this day because y'all have been super helpful. A lot of y'all have stuck y'all necks out and put your own self.
Hey, boo. Hey, Vicious. How are you, sis? I mean, I was trying to see all sides of it, and I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like in both of these cases, this could be on some, let's snuff out an op. Okay. And ma'am, like all you probably got to do is say Paris to this lady over here and she gonna lose her shit. Okay.
on the line to help me and protect my children, most importantly. But at this time, Paris went for it, and they realized, like, oh my gosh, this is a great time to start this smear campaign. Keisha is vulnerable. Keisha was being silenced because at the time my management was telling me that I was not supposed to, or they would not advise me to speak out and respond to any of this. Honestly, I didn't even know it was this bad because I never went to.
You know, Hair de la Creme, absolutely. Her PPD was Jeremy being with Ashley. I think her real PPD was that baby. Okay. All right. Because Jeremy had Mr. August. Okay. So she had just had the girls and got herself knocked up again with a guy who's not even trying to wife you up the right way. You're not gonna be Miss Pastel. He's Mr. Anderson over there. You got a whole wife over there. Okay. You're the husband and he's the wife. Okay. Okay. Y'all over there F-boy style. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Paris's channel. I'm going to tell you guys how I found out about Paris, but like I said, I'm just trying to let y'all know the insanity of this person before this person tries to come over here to TikTok and bother me yet again when I don't even know them. But so, and a few of these.
How are you going to say you don't know them when you're articulating like a damn whole history with this person? You know this person.
Screenshots, y'all can see where 21,000 views, 6.9.
Dangers of being an influencer, part 4. Green screen, moms of TikTok, girl mom, twin sisters, and 4 FY page. Okay.
9,000 views. Like, y'all see the views. Y'all see how long this person would go live and would be talking about me, would allow people to call in about me and discuss me and my children, my job, my personal life, like literally while I'm going through postpartum depression. A person who wants to be respected as a transgender, as a trans woman in that community, you can't even respect a natural born woman in one of her most vulnerable moments, but you want someone to be on the internet being politically correct about you. And that's absolutely absurd to me. That's absolutely absurd to me. 3 hours, 1 hour, 32 minutes, 3 hours, 19 minutes, 2 hours, 39 minutes.
Live streams aren't just 10 minutes. I mean, you're mad because, you know what I'm saying? Why are you mad?
Minutes. Hold on. Here's another clip. 1 hour, 31 minutes, 1 hour, 39 minutes, 1 hour, 34 minutes. Y'all see this every single day this person was going live. Here's another one. Kicking me while I'm down, just talking about me, talking about my family. It was just all about me. And like I said, the gravity of these videos, like no one can sit and go through 3 hour long lives, 1 hour long lives, 2 hour long lives. When the person is consistently doing it, by the time I actually found out about it, it was well over 30, 40 videos. And that's however many hours that she's going live every single.
That's not true. She was well in the know on what was going on when it was going on. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate.
Day to discuss me and my children, but it was completely out of control. So now we're going to get into the backstory of me. Okay, you guys. So this is really making me, but outside of Paris doing the videos and talking about me and all this other stuff, Paris garnered a group of people, which well, actually a few of them were already in place, but they kind of attached themselves to Paris because influencers, this is the dangers of being an influencer. There are private platforms and discords like this one that I'm sharing with you guys that people create to discuss. Just
why don't you show the people that follow you their private rooms? Why don't you show those private rooms? So you're pulling up Lipstick Alley. You want to get things popping again, clearly, right? So she pulled up Lipstick Alley, and it appears that sis wants to get things popping again. Okay. Girl. Oh, Jesus. The Helper was live. Paris went live in response to what Keisha's friend. Okay. The Helper, the helping hand, sis was live so much, ma'am would fall asleep. Okay. Sis was live constantly. Sis had it was I can't even think of a word. It was egregious. It was very aggressive. It was damn pitchforks and search parties. Like it was cray cray.
Just like gossip sites, they create these things to discuss what they do or do not like about influencers, celebrities, and stuff like that. So of course, I've been an influencer for so many years. There was a thread about myself, and these people flocked to Paris because they're like, oh, finally. So they kind of like bully and force Paris to keep going. Like you're the face of this hate train, and we can sit behind closed doors. But this, I want to kind of read what they were discussing. So this is what their plan was. Do not watch her vlogs on YouTube, tank her views. Let's mass report her on Instagram. Instagram is known for terminating accounts on the whim due to mass reporting. So they were going to falsely report me on Instagram. They were going to, I'm a Spelman graduate. They were going to write to Spelman's provost. Even if you have to do it anonymous from a burner account, they actually added the provost about KEESHA's disgusting attachment and portrayal of Spelman. I don't know what they thought they were going to do. I have an actual degree, not an honorary degree. They can't do that. F it. Call CPS and make anonymous reports about her starving her kids. Go to 2 pages of people she associates with on YouTube and Instagram. Leave comments about her. Y'all, this is ending. We got to go back to this. So hold on. But outside of Paris doing the videos and talking about me and all this other stuff, Paris garnered a group of people, which well, actually, a few of them were already in place, but they kind of attached themselves to Paris because influencers, this is the dangers of being an influencer. There are private platforms and discourse like this one that I'm sharing with you guys that people create to discuss, just like gossip sites. They create these things to discuss what they do or do not like about influencers, celebrities, and stuff like that. So of course, I've been an influencer for so many years. There was a thread about myself, and these people flocked to Paris because they're like, oh, finally. So they kind of like bully and force Paris to keep going. Like you're the face of this hate train, and we can sit behind closed doors. But this, I want to kind of read what
all right, let's go to the next one.
All these people egging Paris on last night. Oh yes, Paris, we're about to start this back up. Paris was even saying there's nothing she can do to me now. All these other crazy stuff. People are sending me stuff left and right. When I tell y'all my supporters ride with me, they ride with me, and I love y'all. I gotta say that again. But like I said, this is one of the call to actions that they will post about to do to me. These are people who are complete strangers to me. This is me just being an influencer, minding my business on the internet, not bothering nobody, doing nothing to nobody. And these people have started a hate train. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? A whole hate train. We're at number 4. So call CPS. Now you're involving my kids because you dislike me for no reason. You're gonna, and I'm not saying that everybody has to like me as an influencer. There's gonna be things that you do and don't like about people. Hell, there's things that I do and don't like about almost everybody I know. Like that's just life. But this is what it went to as an influencer. This is the type of stuff that people think that we signed up for. Call CPS, which CPS has come to my house several times over the last years, several times, and make anonymous reports about her starving her kids. They would send links of my YouTube channel to CPS, which never, of course, worked because they would click the video and see me feeding my kids. Click the video and go and watch all my, like I said, I've been vlogging almost every day since my daughters were in the womb. I've been a vlogger for years prior to that. So they will go and look at the videos. I'm like, what are these people talking about? Like, they're just bothering you at this point. This is annoying. Go to pages of people she associates with. So I'm talking about friends, businesses, brand deals. These people are telling other people, all the people who are in this little group, go to all of my brand pages, people I know pages, on YouTube and Instagram, leave comments about me and my disgusting.
You said the screenshot proves she has an account. So I do see where the bell says that there's something in the inbox, and then the avatar picture. I don't want to mess it up, but the avatar picture, whatever the avatar picture is that what you're highlighting? Interesting. Look at the picture. Are you talking about up here? Hold on. You're talking about right here? Can you see my thing? Okay, so right there is the alerts, right? And then you've got a mailbox. So you wouldn't have a mailbox if you weren't logged in, right? And then you've got this picture. Anybody who sends receipts would never send their avatar, right? Right? All right, let's just keep going.
And behavior. So they would just talk about my kids. They would talk about me, and my appearance. Parents wouldn't allow other people to talk about me and my appearance, and body shame me and try to humiliate me. Y'all see number 6, locate the girls' cheer class. So my daughters are in cheer. My twins are 5 and my youngest is 3. My twins started cheer when they were 3. So this goes back to all the way then when they first found cheer. Number 6 says to go and find my daughter's cheer page. This is Paris's people, but Paris thought Paris was going to get on TikTok and try to expose me, but you really didn't know you're about to get yourself into a world of trouble, because now I'm going to expose you and everything that I've had to deal with. Go to YouTube's official Twitter page and write them about her disgusting behavior. It's all about me and my disgusting behavior. Create Twitter pages to further expose her. Petition for Paris. Contact Atlanta Crime Stoppers and anonymously report Germ, which they're talking about my boyfriend at this point, anonymously report false reports to them. And this is just one of the call to actions, because Paris's actual page in Discord, which I'll show later, because I know we need to get to this backstory, because I know y'all are probably like, how the heck, how do we get here? Like, why does this person don't like you? Like, how do we get here? And I need to tell that story before we continue going further. But I just kind of wanted y'all to see a little bit of what I had to go through. All these people egging Paris on last night. Oh yes, Paris, we're about to start. Hey y'all, so I had to take a little intermission from what I was already posting. I already pre-recorded some of the clips, so I may go back to that, but I'm in my car right now. I had to bring my daughter to cheer practice, because as soon as I started posting a few of the clips, the first video had not even been out for 5 minutes, and Paris, it says 3 minutes, so 3 minutes, and Paris, I had to blur out the user and all that other stuff, because I'm not giving you no clout over here, sweetie pie. I'm just here to tell my truth and to spread awareness to the
Dangers of Influencer Part 7. Paris has to go to get some air. We still don't have any. I'm back and you will no longer lie on me or bully me. Where is this? Is this receipt in Instagram? I can't figure it out because is that Facebook? Like, where's this receipt from? Because, well, thumbs down and a heart. So that must be Instagram, right? That's Instagram.
The cyberbullying and cyber stalking that happens.
To me, it's giving, I want my channel to grow. I want my TikTok following, and I'm going to build it off of people, off of rallying some support. Off of rallying some support and using the platform of women who are mobilizing and just feel some type of way about the support that women in general, Black women, have given to the LGBTQ community, and a little bit of the shade that Black women and women feel from the trans community, with a little bit of the shade of, like trans woman versus woman. I don't know what to say. I think she's pandering a little bit to that situation. I think
content creators, or just to anybody. Like, this can happen to anybody. This is crazy. Like, I should not be dealing with this. The people in my comments are already like confused, because they're like, what the world? Like, they saw all this stuff unfold. I can't be making this up. You're talking about, I tried to tell a lie on you. I showed evidence. So you're telling me I lied about you had over how many videos? I can't even remember anymore. Wasn't it 300 videos, Paris? Like, YouTube had to do a 6-month investigation. I paid thousands of dollars to my attorney, which is how we're going to get into a little bit more of this. I paid thousands of dollars to an attorney initially after like 30 videos and the cease and desist was sent. My attorney got like maybe 1 or 2 videos removed, but they could not remove the entire platform, because let's face it, nobody wants to sit through all those watch hours. Not even my attorney wanted to sit through it. I was going through postpartum depression, and when my attorney started talking about how much it was going to cost for me to have her sit and watch all those videos so we could timestamp and tell every single, like, y'all already know how that works legally. Like, you have to give all parts of the evidence. You can't leave anything out. So I just had given birth, going through postpartum depression, had to sit in the room with earphones in my ear, listening to these videos. That's when I first was like made aware of really how deep the hatred was going. I had to sit in the room with earphones because it was that serious for me to protect my children and show YouTube like I'm being bullied, I'm being harassed, because YouTube is a huge entity. They're $1 billion company. They don't care. Y'all see people, and it's not right, but y'all see people bullying, harassing, and doing this and doing that all over the internet. But YouTube only had removed like 1 or 2 videos, and they were like, we ain't about to be sent through all this other stuff, so we're gonna have to dismiss the rest of this case. It got so bad and so severe.
Oh, hey, boo. Well, we got to be sure, Paris. You said it was me, LOL. Is that the real? How do we know that that's the real? The real? We don't know. But we love, I'm sorry. I love Paris. I liked her platform a lot. You know, we supported. And at the end of the day, KEESHA, you need to relax, sis. At the end of the day, people could have been trying to snuff out a damn op. So I think all KEESHA has to hear is on your mark, get set, go. On your mark, get set, go. And she is off. Okay. So I commented on a TikTok because she said Paris to the front. Oh, okay. Well, period. Look, sis bothered. Sis is very much giving bothered. And I think that she was trying to, she's capitalizing. This is my main thing. She's capitalizing. She's very much triggered by Paris Harley, and she's justifying all of that crazy behavior. It went from not liking certain reaction videos to people making threats of bodily harm, taking people's bags, all kinds of things like that, because you were mad at the way things were being stated and conflated a couple of different issues and justified trans bashing based on the fact that you were a lesbian once upon a time.
That they finally ended up escalating it, because a mother who is going to protect her children, I will stop at nothing. And I stopped at nothing. I emailed them every single day. I messaged my manager. I called my manager. They did not hear the end. I'm talking about every single day, several times a day. They did not have a message from me every hour on the hour. And I was like, no, look, this is the timestamp. I had to watch hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and listen to live streams of people calling in, talking about my children, misdiagnosing my children while I was dealing with postpartum depression.
Girl, it's bringing back 3 years ago again. This is one of the reasons why, like, I can't really stand KEESHA's channel right now, just to be honest. I'm really glad she doesn't really post like that anymore. We just have a Kiki every now and again, but her damn escapades every day. If this is what TikTok has to look forward to, have fun with that. But this I won't be coming back for that. Like, this lady is certified bonkers.
And when I would speak out like, hey, I'm dealing with postpartum depression, they would laugh and think it was funny. Like, yes, finally, like, we're getting to her. This is crazy, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I had to take a
damn part.
Okay,
is
guys.
That part 8?
Hey, y'all.
Ma'am, skip
okay,
part
guys.
8.
So once again, we're off track because this just came in. So this is not even the receipts that I planned on sharing with you guys, but I asked her for permission to share this because this is, I'm not coming on here to be no victim, y'all. Me being bullied, harassed, doxxed, cyber stalked. I have so much to unpack here. I have so much to unpack here with you guys, and I can't even get to it because of the stuff that's taking place in these.
Let me build my real estate business profile on TikTok off of a smear campaign on someone who is barely on here. I don't know what everything looks like on TikTok, Paris, but Paris is more on Instagram, at least for me. But you're going to capitalize off of, I think she just wanted to tell the story. How about just be real and say, I just want to talk about the time where I lost my shit because I couldn't control a narrative. I had just had a bunch of babies by a loser who also impregnated another lady and isn't holding up to being the father that I think he should be. And I'm mad.
24 hours alone, not even 24 full hours. In the last 6 hours, the stuff that has been brought to my attention, I'm just trying to make sure that I keep myself together to continue to tell my story and to tell my truth. So when people try to come in the comments and say, oh, she's telling a lie, or Paris tries to come and say, oh, she's telling a lie, let's read this. Hey, Keisha, OMG, I just seen your latest TikToks, and the person Paris was harassing me about 2 years ago, summertime, to get any dirt on you and offered me money to go live. She ended up booking a one-on-one with me as a marketing call, and the whole conversation was about you. I had no idea of all the shenanigans, and I'm glad I was able to run into you and apologize. She didn't apologize about the Paris thing, it was something completely different. But Paris went to this person because this is a person who I used to be really, really cool with on YouTube. And y'all already know how it goes. When, like, as an influencer, celebrity, when you see people not hanging out as much anymore, you want the tea, like, what happened? This, that, and the third. And clearly you could tell from this person's message that clearly I'm not a bad guy and I didn't do anything malicious to them, because they even admitted when they came in.
Who is this person she booked a one-on-one with? OMG, I just seen your last TikTok, and that person, Paris, was harassing me about 2 years ago, summertime, to get any dirt on you. A marketing person. She ended up booking a one-on-one with me. Well, as a business person and you're doing one-on-one marketing calls, if the client is off track, why are you entertaining that conversation? That just sounds messy to me. If you are engaging in a business call and 2 minutes in, it's not going in the direction that you want it to go, you just kind of hit the reset and handle the business and get off. That doesn't even sound right. That sounds like someone who runs a messy ass business to me.
Ran into me, they
Okay.
apologized, which meant so much to me, because I've learned over the course of these last few years to just let stuff go regardless, because these trolls will literally make a mountain out of a molehill, and it's absolutely crazy. And
Yeah, she's just talking about like the YouTube account manager. It's like a higher level customer service person that may have you in their portfolio of channels that they support. But it's not anything like that. We can let the judge decide when he hears the audio of me being blackmailed by her. Absolutely. And just the fact of this new TikTok campaign, because it doesn't make any sense if you are talking about somebody ruining your reputation, but you go to a platform where you really don't have a reputation. It's pretty much kind of clean, or just you're not putting up content, so no one's really checking for you like that, and you decide to do a Risa Tisa style drop on something that hasn't even happened yet. That just doesn't even make any sense. She's mad because Ashley's been talking. She's mad because I Am Hazel have been giving her the business. She's mad. She's mad. So clearly.
try to tear me apart and use that to say,
And my thing is, didn't you just say in a video that you're not even really vlogging like that anymore? So why do you care? If you're not vlogging and your media presence isn't that anymore, and you're selling houses and you're minding your own business, why would you highlight this? And it's to grow a channel, it's to make coin, it's to make a bag, obviously.
see, here's proof. She's this evil person. She's this, she's that. Like, literally, it's crazy. But she said she wanted me to know, as a mom, she can't believe what I've had to deal with.
This is what I mean about Risa Tisa. Nobody is checking for. Look, if you haven't seen Why the Fuck Did I Get Married, then maybe you're watching that. But as far as Risa Tisa being over, the Who the Fuck Did I Marry situation is done, right? She's in a Target commercial. Good for her. She's got a whole entire PR team, and she has people who want to help her make some coins. But as far as, we can go double check this, okay? As far as the numbers that she was doing when she dropped Who the Fuck Did I Marry, that's over. She's got millions of followers now, and they're going to bank on that. She was able to build a platform very quickly off of a topic that resonated with a bunch of people, and it's done. That particular storyline, that's like chapter 1. Now we're into chapter 2. So that's what I meant. So anybody in their feelings about what I said about Risa Tisa, understand that's chapter 1. She's into chapter 2. Chapter 2 could be a movie. It could be a book. It could be further banking on that original story. But as far as the daily drops, the hourly drops of the Who the Fuck Did I Marry, and the story about, what was his name, Legend or whatever his name was, Legion, all that mess, and nobody, I mean, everyone's heard it. It's on some, oh, you didn't hear about that? That's what I'm talking about. KEESHA, this story is old. This story is old and tired. And why are you bringing this back up? Why?
If she's blocked that person from all platforms and asked to not be mentioned. Do y'all see the sickening behind Paris? Like, you literally paid someone. You booked a business call with them to talk about me. How do you feel when you got no information from that phone call? Like, and even if you did, like, it's neither here nor there. Me and this person are on great terms. We're great. I'm not going to tell who this person is. Like, there is literally, I know how to put the past in the past and deal with.
No, you don't. No, if you knew how to put the past in the past, you would not be doing, we wouldn't be on part 9 right now. Like, this is ridiculous. What'd you say, Paris? I never booked a thing. Show me the receipt. We don't even know who she's talking about. Like, who is she talking for a one-on? How do you book a one-on-one with someone for like a marketing strategy or whatever, and you talk about somebody else and allegedly you're cool with that person? Me personally, someone book a one-on-one with me to talk about marketing or YouTube strategy or something like that, and they want to talk to me about whatever else that is off topic, it is incumbent upon me to shift the conversation and get on track. That's number 1. Number 2, how messy is that person in the event, even though Paris says it never happened, in the event that this actually happened, for this person to sit and talk about you for an hour? Why would you even believe that? Like, that's just dumb all the way around. Like, these stories don't make sense.
Like, as an adult, you deal with things that need to be dealt with. Not to say nothing happened, but I can deal with it between me and that person and not have to come to the internet for no back and forth. Like, it's absolutely crazy that you literally are calling me a liar. And just today alone, here we are with more evidence of the things that you've done. Okay, guys. So once again, we're off track because this just came in. So I have no reason to come on here.
Okay, so she skipped part 10, just so you guys know. Part 10 was skipped.
And fabricate.
Part 8 was skipped.
Anything that has happened to me, everything that I say, everything that I've ever said publicly and spoken out about, I can prove. I've had multiple phone conversations for hours with Paris, and
someone here is saying, "Wait, MF in minute. Paris is still on this shit years later, but KEESHA is like, why is it just?" I don't know. It's the donkeys for me. The donkeys are annoying. Like, KEESHA is on damn part 10. Part 10.
I have aired out clips of those conversations on my YouTube channel when I released the video. So for you to sit here and try to backpedal all of a sudden because you found your voice, or people are amping you up, like, to come back to the forefront and be the voice of the hate train, be the face of the hate train, you're going to jail. Like, I don't think you understand that. I'm not going back and forth with you. We're not going to do this. That's exactly why I said, as soon as I got
You're not going back and forth, but within 24 hours, you've already dropped 10 episodes or maybe more.
Message last night, I couldn't even eat my food. I couldn't watch my show. I couldn't even finish my work. I had to hang it up and just go to sleep and say, you know what? I can't wait till tomorrow, because I will not be silenced about this anymore. So many people have sent me so many heartfelt messages and shared so much outpouring of love from the things that they witnessed. Even when they went on to Paris's channel, when Paris had a channel to go to, and to hear some of the things as a parent, like misdiagnosing my children. One of my daughters, like, you really misdiagnosed my child and think I'm ever gonna have some respect for you?
What do you mean misdiagnosing? Paris isn't a medical professional. How is a non-medical professional misdiagnosing anybody? No one, if you do not have a license, you are not diagnosing shit. If people have an opinion, and are talking about what they see and what they think, that's different. You can't diagnose. A layperson is not in a position to diagnose shit. So you thinking that someone who is not a medical professional is diagnosing someone, you're crazy. That's not a diagnosis. That's talk and opinions and gossip. That's all that is. I've never seen anyone go to jail for no gossip. People can talk, people can have opinions, people can say what they want. A misdiagnosis comes from a medical professional who is certified or licensed. That is not a misdiagnosis.
Let's do like
Girl, what
the
happened
order
to
of
the
how
hacker? Where's damn Martin? Where's Martin? Where's Martin? Can you tell us why your baby Favo has not legitimized his children? I look, I'm gonna just say what I'm saying. Can you tell me why at least Mr. over here, Mr. Anderson, who accepted your lawsuit from Midland Credit, has not legitimized his only son? Can you tell me that? Why he has not, if in the event that when the day comes that we all go to the Lord, that his only one son doesn't have his name, won't have any social security, won't have are there provisions made for his one son not legitimize? Okay, I'm just asking. Martin said she asked that he asked for receipts to keep lying, and it provided them, so he didn't feel comfortable continuing. Yeah, because Sir had problems with his platform once upon a time, so I'm sure he didn't want to start putting bogus stuff out there. And at the end of the day, the internet is coming. The internet comes for what the internet comes for. And at the end of the day, you cannot put out oh, no worries, don't worry about that. When you start putting out bogus receipts and cold tea and baloney, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna ask for what is really going on. So people smelled a rat with that whole series, and people were asking questions, and I don't blame him for cutting and running. Okay. Not to mention, we're going to just be honest, the views weren't giving. We were, people who were into the topic showed up, but the community clearly has dissipated for who is really interested in this topic. I think that they thought that Ashley looks a little bit like, who does she look like? The girl, you know who she looks like. She gives Instagram baddie, right? Octavia's pretty. I am Hazel. Lily are pretty girls. And I think maybe Ari, thank you, Fletcher. I think Martin thought it was going to give a little bit Instagram baddie ish. Jeremy is nobody. Jeremy is a friend of a friend who does videos, because Jeremy's friend Diesel does videos for Glorilla and all them folks, right? But Jeremy is just a friend who does nothing, right? And I think they thought that aesthetically people were going to jump in. It's not giving Neek. It's not giving Next Junior Housewives or anything like that. It's not giving. It didn't give. And Ashley is a little shy. Ashley's really not into social media, putting herself out there like that, like that, like that. And Hazel has her business. Like, I don't think that they banked. I think they banked on a little bit of a different reaction. And I think they thought they could make something pop. But that's not what happened. And I'm going to be also honest, on the strength of Martin, I don't think he had the reach that he had at one time to give what they thought that they, what she thought she could do. Because low key, if KEESHA really had her hand in all of that with Martin behind the scenes, she was trying to pimp out everybody, including exploiting Paris and gaslighting. Because how are you going to be mad on one hand, but try to almost market? Because the way that Martin was putting everything out there, especially the first couple episodes, you would think it was on some damn Love and Hip Hop type stuff. And it really portrayed Ashley as a little bit of like a baddie, sexy female, very sexy, you know what I'm saying? And I think they were probably hoping that people were going to get into it. Of course, Paris. Hold on. I should have dropped it in Insta, but wait. Did I take hopefully the link is there. Okay. It's just the part 10 for me. Oh, part 8. Part 8. Okay, so it's part 10 and then part 8 and then that's it. It's like, my God. Let's see. I did make some artwork yesterday. Let me see. Oh, where is it? Paris, did you get it? Okay. Hold on. Let me just cause
Hi,
hey.
can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, hey, how are you?
Hi, yes, it's really me. I forgot when I said on that live the other day. I said I don't have a page. I was like, wait, I do on my old phone because I don't mess with Google like that no more because clearly they let bullies really get away with stuff on here and they, the real bullies didn't, get their judgment, but they will. I just wanted to make some things clear for some of the slow tortoises in the chat. I know people are kind of slow, like KEESHA and her obese mother. So let me give you guys a little insight on what the fuck really happened. KEESHA is a liar, and she exposed herself in the very first. I played chess, not checkers. Unlike her, my mom's not slow, so I don't have this slow gene in my family that makes me an idiot. In the very first TikTok that you did, which I baited you to do, because I knew you were
Okay, so
still hiding out my Discord.
just like I
That
thought,
receipt
it was
shows
a trap. Okay.
that receipt shows that she did a 6-month investigation, had YouTube do a 6-month investigation and sent them over hundreds of videos. And you know what they did? After all that time, they sent us back a conclusion that they were going to take down 2 of my videos and demonetize my channel, which they did. And I got my channel actually demonetized because of a video that I posted a clip. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I had posted a clip because me and Dee were going at it back and forth. And they kept saying very disgusting things on me and children. I was over it. I'm not going to play that game. So I posted a link from a live I was on Zolo's page. I posted a clip where he said something very disgusting, including the R word, about her son. I said after I played it, why would you come at me when you have somebody on the internet saying things like this about your child? That video got removed for harassment and bullying, and now she's using that as a ploy to make it seem as if I got my video deleted because something I said. That's why every time you ask her for receipts, she keeps talking about my channel. Because she's like, she doesn't have a receipt, so she can say, look, the channel's down. So it must mean because of the harassment. We have been asking for these receipts for 3 years. How come? And I want people in the chat that keep saying, I'm the liar, I'm this and that. Okay, ask KEESHA
Who's
to prove,
someone in the
to
chat
put
is
one
saying that you're
receipt.
a liar right now?
So yeah, put the receipt of me talking about any child. Put the receipt of me endangering any child. Where's the receipt of me diagnosing children? I'm not no fucking MD. I don't have nothing to diagnose no child. I am sick of her trying to pin this child stuff on me. This is what makes me want to deflate that top lip. You're not going to do this to me anymore, liar. So when I said you are a liar, and the very first TikTok that you posted that I baited you to post, you finally posted the receipt I've been asking you to repost for 3 years of what YouTube actually said. So what she lied about in that TikTok is that after the 6-month investigation, they took my channel down. But you can see they said after we looked through all them videos that you sent, liar, we decided that her channel was not in violation to terminate it. But we are going to demonetize it because what Zolo said was disgusting and I shouldn't have posted it. So I earned that, right? So this is the gotcha because people are too slow to put 2 and 2 together. The next email that she showed from YouTube says she went and just reported to her, like the random report channels. The email address that sent it back is, and Fran, you probably sent reports too, the YouTube partners. That's just the automated program stuff. She reported my second channel after it got demonetized, because mind you, that second channel was up for a long time and she was emailing them over and over and over and over. A week after I got my monetization for my second channel, which I asked, I have 2 emails, and this is what I'll tell you all is here. I have 2 emails, one from Team Legal YouTube and one from YouTube support. Before I monetized that channel, because I didn't know if it would be a circumvention or not, I said, I already have another channel and I was working on monetizing it, and it's not monetized yet. I was demonetized on my first platform. If I monetize my second platform, will my first one go down? And they both told me no, and I screenshotted those messages. But when I monetized my platform, not even a week later is when my channel went down, because that's what it went down for, circumvention. If you type in Paris Harley, if you type in youtube.com/Paris Harley XO, it will tell you the exact reason why my channel was taken down, and it's not for harassment and bullying. She is a liar. So she has been on this internet trying to tell people that I had my channel deleted because of harassment and bullying, and she is a liar. You're not going to sit here and lie on me. Thank you for posting the proof. So when that second email, when they said they took down my page, it says for violating terms of service, which if you look under there, terms of service includes circumvention, not the harassment and bullying. It would have said I got taken down for a community guideline strike for harassment and bullying and continuing that on, or whatever it was. That's not the case. So you have just exposed yourself on how much you are slow, just like your obese mother, and you are a liar.
So
Now
circumvention
and
was
I want
what?
you.
Was
That's
that
why
because?
I'm not speaking to her anymore. She's too slow, Fran. I can't do
Yeah,
this.
no.
She's too slow, just like her mother.
Do you feel like, okay, so number one, circumvention, was that the mass reporting of your channel?
No, the circumvention was if you're demonetized from YouTube,
Oh,
you
okay.
need to.
You were going
I
around
was
the
using my
system.
second channel
Okay,
and I
duh.
whatever.
Okay.
So I've actually
Okay.
contacted. A digital media lawyer that let me know that, and I'm not worried about all this stuff, right? Like this is the real tea. I'm about to be sitting down for my own little, beautifications that's going to have me sitting down for a little bit. And that costs a lot of money. I'm not her. I'm not about to be wasting 10K and 5K and all this stuff just for a little YouTube platform. When I feel like doing it, I will. And he can go and fight on my behalf so that he can show them the receipts that I have emails from, and I can send them to you, friend. I'm not a liar. I have receipts that they told me I could do it. That's why my page went down. So when I fight this in court and get my channel back, her mouth is going to be on the ground before her titty even go down. So don't play with me. You are a liar, and I'm sick of you lying on me, and you will not share this lie and continue to get away with it anymore.
So
I'm speaking up for myself, and you're not bullying me.
So is she in your Discord, or is it truly someone else?
Yes, you know how
She's in there.
I got sent the tea. No, bitch, you get sent piss. She didn't get sent no tea. She been in that Discord since it opened, and then she keeps saying these private channels, baby. How do you think people got in there? I am DMing this link to them personally. I posted the DM in my Instagram that was private at the time and said, hey, I want to catch up with you guys. So come into my Discord. Here's the link. Anybody can join. Do you think that this girl wasn't following me? You think she don't have we know she got fake pages. I'm not slow like your mother. I know you've been following me. So when I post something, I know you're going to see it, baby. Why? I don't even be on TikTok. Why would I randomly say I'm going to start? This is what you don't think critically.
She's so triggered.
Baby. Yes.
She's so triggered.
I do. She's slow. I'm not. So when I put on in my Discord that I know that you're in, the bait was when I'm playing chess. I think I might start. I randomly said this, friend, like randomly just popped in out of nowhere and was like, I wonder if I start this campaign on TikTok, which I don't ever use. to do anything because I know she was. I baited her because maybe finally she was her receipts because we've been begging for months and she wasn't showing anything. Now, guess what, girl? You done put your foot in your mouth. So now I've been begging you to show these receipts about how you lied and you exposed your hand. Now show us the email that YouTube sold you. They took me down because of your harassment and bullying. There are no words. Whenever she says that out of her mouth, YouTube, her receipts do not corroborate her story. And corroborate the story, Keisha, for your slow ass, it means that it does not add up.
And I think she's also trying first of all, she's trying to grow her TikTok. That's just my opinion. She's also using kind of this, she's using like the trans woman versus,
yes, Fran,
natural
she's been doing
born
that, and
woman
that's why I have
type
to
of
come out.
thing.
She's trying to change the narrative now, but we very much know back in the day, her and Dee both were on that platform continuously trying to make it seem like this is a man versus a man in women's business. A man putting children at stake. Why is this man coming and bullying me? This man, this. Oh my God, this man gonna beat me up, baby. You produce more testosterone than me. I don't even produce none.
Well, and
So
it
what am I gonna
transcended
do to you?
further
Shut
than
the fuck
that when
up.
they came for your family.
Exactly.
I mean,
But what she's not gonna go on TikTok and say is that after her friend went live and harassed me, told me to jump up and down with my legs open, did hour-long lives. Her mother called, and that's why I'll be on her mother big ass back because her
one
mother
day,
even joined that
24-hour
live and
long
said
lives.
something about me. Now my mom knows that. Let's let our mothers go head to head because now my mom feel away too. And guess what? My mom's not big or slow.
Ooh. Yeah, I
So
mean,
you want to sit here and try to, we can go head to head. If there's a reason why every time I pop up, now how you gonna make a TikTok and the first words out your big inflated lip is Paris, come to the front. I was in the front, baby. I'm not afraid of you. Hi. I said, hi, Keisha. Happy Pride Month, transphobe. You're not gonna get away with the fuck you did. And then she blocked me and then I'm not gonna give you no clout. Baby, where's the clout? You got a hair review on your channel with almost 500,000 with 1.2K views. You are no clout, bitch. I'm the clout. I don't need you. You're slow. What clout am I getting from 1.2K views? You don't, girl, not even, not what, 10% of people even watch her videos anymore of the following she has? I'm looking for the clout. I'm looking for the clout like I'm looking for why your titty hasn't fell in 3 years. I'm looking for the clout while I'm looking why somebody hasn't busted and deflated that top lip. I don't understand this.
Why is she so what set off what she saw something in the Discord? Did that all happen this week?
Yes.
When she saw the post that she saw that I'm starting this TikTok, when she saw that, was that this week?
Yes, it was a couple days
Okay.
ago.
So that just happened. Okay.
Days ago. Yes.
So she wasn't sitting. So she saw that, she took the bait, and she immediately was like,
And
"Oh, I'm
Fran,
gonna start my
I haven't
TikTok."
gone for 3 years, babes. I've been gone for 3 years minding my business. I don't know who that person is saying I contacted them and paid them. The only thing I pay is my Neiman Marcus bill when I go and buy my Fendi boots.
Okay.
I don't pay people for no tea. The fuck? Especially about a raggedy ass bitch like that. You have lost your mind. What am I going to
Midland
pay
Credit
some random
is
person
about
for?
to get a
Fran,
judgment.
you know who I know. Look at people who follow me, who are my friends that have huge followings. If I need to get a message out, baby, I know how to get a message out. And it won't be through some random person. I got to book a business consultation. Where's the proof that I ever did that? She is slower than sloth. I don't understand.
And even if you did, what's the big deal? I mean, first of all, you said you did not. Okay. There's no receipt. But on top of that, even if you booked a consultation or one-on-one with someone, why are you talking about it? Did that person allegedly reach out to you for you to drop they're saying, oh, I had a situation with that person. Did they tell you? I guess she said they did say it was okay. To me, if you're going to drop tea like that, it's nothing. Like what are you benefiting from telling everyone about a conversation that may or may not have happened?
I just want to
just
say
to
for
say
anybody
that
that's
you
saying, why
talked
am I
about
talking
her
about
for
Sandra?
an hour. Who cares?
Sandra decided to call into her to a felon I don't have a criminal record, because what pissed me off isn't her video. She said my name. She has been saying my name. This is not the first time she said my name, Fran, but it's going to be the last. She has said my name multiple times over the past 3 years, and I have let it slide and lived in my peace. Now, all of a sudden, when you say my name, I'm being delusional. I'm stalking. I'm doing this and this again. Baby, we can roll the tapes back. It's in us. Do you forget that you said my name in your mouth? I haven't had your name in my mouth. And the reason why your big water buffalo ass mama is getting dragged is because on a live that somebody made for 3 hours long, harassing me and doing the most disgusting things I ever seen in my life, her mother called in on that and then chimed in. And I
thought it was cute. I remember
I let
that.
it go because
I
that was an
remember
elder.
that.
But I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting shit go. Your big ass mama gonna get dragged. You with your high ass titty gonna get dragged. Anybody else. And if Lanky Lean Sipping Jeremy get in it, he can get dragged too. All of y'all. I'm sick of you.
Everybody can get it.
Everybody. Put them up. Put them up.
Wow. Paris, so this conversation, I'm not in your Discord, so I don't know what was going on.
I'll send you a link, babe. You can join. It's public. She keeps saying in my private Discord as if it's not private, Keisha. I want everybody to see what I say. Because I don't lie. Everybody can see it. It's not private. It's
people
nothing
try
private.
to weaponize Discords because they feel like everything doesn't have to be on YouTube. It's a platform. It's a platform like any other.
I didn't even know what it was. I know you don't, baby. You don't know what Hooked on Phonics is either, because if you did, you would have bought your mom and your boyfriend a copy so they could stop saying
her husband.
stuff though and
That's her husband.
Unlegible in damn blogs. We
that
know
was
you don't know a lot of stuff.
That's Mr. Anderson, her husband.
Yeah.
That's
Mr. or
what it
Mrs.
says
whatever
on
you
the
want to
court
call
document.
it. Hey, happy Pride.
They said, okay, that is her. He said husband, but I'm saying wife because he acts like he's the stay-at-home wife. She's out working, and they have a modern family over there. So
sure do.
I just number one, I'm happy to talk to you.
The reason this is why I'm back. She wants to act slow. She don't like. She don't know.
Mm.
So how come you don't say she tries to make me out to be crazy and delusional, like I'm some delusional fan. Baby, did you not go live and say I ambushed Ashley into forcing her to talk about something that she had no idea? Let me tell you something. Ashley got up early. It was early in the morning. She went over there, and mind you, Ashley and I are friends. We talk behind the scenes. Not often in the past year because we had our own stuff going on. But when my grandmother was dying, she was there for me. We have a bond, and you're not in it. You don't have to know. So you're talking about, oh, they're not really friends. They're YouTube associates. Well, Fran, if your grandmother is dying and I FaceTime you while you're in the hospital with her and I talk to you up until she dies, and after I broke down after she died, you calling me, checking on me here and there, is that a YouTube associate, or would you consider that person a friend?
That's a friend.
And that's none of her business. We don't have to explain that to you. Why does our friendship even matter? Why are you bringing me up?
Because she wants to be friends with Ashley. She wants
at 7:00 in the morning.
She wants a relationship with Ashley.
Yes,
clearly
she wants to her. So she ambushed Ashley at 7:00 in the morning, and then this is what made me mad. You admitted that you ambushed her with a bunch of receipts because you stand on business and was checking her. First of all, sweetie, I don't have children, but if I did, I'm not gonna wait months on receipts that I think are so detrimental that I have to ambush you at 7:00 in the morning to talk to you about. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually hit you up when I see every single thing, because you're not going to play with my children. So you're not actually a tough bitch. You're a weak one, because a real tough girl would have hit her up immediately. Instead, you're weak. You waited until Ashley was off guard. She was coming there to pick her child up, and you tried to make it seem like it wasn't an ambush, so you sat on a separate couch. But Ashley's not dumb. That's why she said, oh, hell no, the whole house can wake up, because what the fuck are you talking about? She was being loud because you ambushed her, you idiot. And why would you bring me up and say, how can you align yourself with someone like me? Excuse me? You just called D a couple days ago. D has a criminal history for harassing and bullying people on this very same platform. Is she not in court right now? Does she not have a mugshot for harassment and terroristic threats? Are you kidding me? But Ashley can't sit next to me because of what? Because you keep lying on me? You're not about to sit here and paint me out to be this criminal like your friend. Unlike your friends and people who you associate with, I don't have a criminal record. I have heavy respect out here. People love me. And one thing that y'all never can able to do is say that I lied about a damn thing. I never took back nothing that I said because it was all true. What did I say? That's a lie. Girl, your titty is high and it never fell down. Your lip is big. Your mother's back is big. What did I lie about? You don't like, what did I lie about? I never lied on you. And back when we had that conversation where she blackmailed me, she asked me to take down my videos. And I said, no, I'm not going to take them down just because you don't like what I said. I didn't lie on you. So if there's any videos where I got some information wrong, I'll take those videos down, but I'm not taking down everything. And then she tried to blackmail me by saying, you know what? And this is recorded, so don't nobody, if you want to say it's not real, okay, go find the receipts. I have them, but y'all know they're on the internet. She said on a recorded phone call between us that if I would agree to do whatever she said, then she would not pin felonious charges on me, that she can get a good laugh watching the courts expose my identity for her. Like, instead of her saying it on her mouth out of her platform and taking the responsibility for it, her way of exposing me was by filing a felonious lawsuit against me, so that my public information was out in the public, so anybody can search it up and I'm doxxed. And she knew that it was a fictitious lawsuit, because my thing is this: if you think that I was coming after your kids, why would you then say, you know what? All you have to do is make up this lie and say this and then take down your videos. And then I would then go and pin the charges on Regina Cordell. You said that on a recorded phone call, baby, not me. So instead of me explaining to your slow ass how you blackmailed me, how that's blackmail and coercion, you can explain it to a judge. And then you can go ahead and get them tiny wrists ready for some silver cups and go to jail.
So yeah, I mean that whole thing. I'm not gonna like. I remember the day that the Regina thing happened.
Mm-hmm. Did she say that or not? Am I lying, Fran?
Oh, yeah, I remember when that happened.
Okay,
I remember when
because
her
I'm
mom
lying.
called
What did I
in, because that
do?
all
Girl, you
happened
too
like the
slow for me
same
to
day.
explain. It did.
That all happened around the same day. Like it wasn't even just that the helper was live for hours. It was days.
Yes.
It was more of a
Months.
break to sleep or probably pass out
Just
more
like
than
she
it
just
was
said
like,
in her
oh, the
TikTok,
live's over.
they can't sleep for some reason. I get it from my mom too, the same way. My tongue it hurts people. I don't mean to be aggressive. I don't know if I'm just overly aggressive, if the truth is just overly sharp, if this is my delivery. But baby, when I speak, them girls start sliding down walls. That's not my problem, baby.
She's bothered. I mean, look, you at a certain point, when all this went down, during the tail end of the pandemic,
Bailey, big and slow, not big
it
or, it's
triggered
big
her.
and. It's
It
both. They can both
triggered
exist
her.
at the same time.
They were very much triggered, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that I don't know, maybe she was trying to provide a platform for her, the donkeys or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, I mean, I don't really know what made, like, I guess it's, partially, she was definitely very triggered by Lipstick Alley. She's definitely very triggered by
Yep.
commentary about what she's got going on. She fails to realize that this is not unique to her. There are people who do reaction videos all the time, and she really needs to get a hold of herself, because like what happened with Ashley Grayson out there in Memphis, Tennessee, and who was so triggered by reaction videos, she tried to put hits out on people. And I feel like in this community, she had a couple of people who weren't too far away from Sego to have similar things be put out there like that. And Ashley's going to federal prison. And I'm talking about Ashley Grayson. Like, there are some people who are just, she was convicted. Her husband was cleared, but she's been convicted, and she's going to be sentenced in like the next month or two.
Wow.
And she put a hit out on a TikToker. She put a hit out on a course that she basically plagiarized.
Wow.
It's basically 5 people, but specifically the TikToker, Dr. Drika, and a couple of other people that she basically had her supporters. She was soliciting her supporters to basically put hits out on people for negative commentary. I'm kind of overly summarizing, but that's the gist of it. That she was putting hits out because she didn't like the commentary that was going around about her.
And that's
to
very
me,
similar
this
to what she did
gives
to me.
something similar.
Yeah,
it
she
gives
did do something
it
similar,
gives
Fran, because
similar.
I want her to, I'm not going to explain to people that are too slow to get it, but she can explain it to the judge. She can explain to the judge how she had nothing to do with what D did or blah 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 and try to excuse herself from what happened on that platform to me and all that stuff. But then you're gonna also have to show him that when I show him the clip, you're gonna have to also explain to him why you said out of your mouth, thank you for everything you've done on this platform to help me and defend me, and for your hard efforts, I'm gonna give you this $700. So you can explain to the judge why you thanked her for everything she did in the name of you and paid her.
Well, she
I'm not gonna sit here
coerced
and try to
another
explain it to you.
content creator. She basically coerced another content creator who felt compelled to basically trash her platform, which that's my opinion. That particular content creator might not feel that way, but that's basically what happened because people basically immediately tuned out, unfortunately, because I think the person has valuable, you know, she was doing what she was doing. But this person was coerced, took down all of her content, and the proceeds of what she made, she basically sent to KEESHA because she didn't feel good about it because KEESHA made her feel like it was blood money.
She ain't
And
gonna make me
KEESHA
feel
took
bad.
that money and okay, you know what I'm saying? So KEESHA took that money and did almost like an awards ceremony and handed it to her #1 goon.
Yep, she sure did on live,
And
baby.
did
This
that
is
on
stuff
a live
you can
stream. We all
explain that
heard
to the
it.
judge. You can explain to the judge, baby. You was slower than sloth. I'm not gonna sit here and explain nothing to you, baby. I haven't lived my life in peace, Fran, for 3 years. You can see on my
I
Instagram,
don't
I'm
blame
happy.
you.
I am healthy. I look
They
good.
were really
I don't look
dragging you.
botched. I'm happy. I am the happiest I've ever been. The only reason why I'm here now is because I haven't been on social media, but I'm definitely more social media marketable than that hot mess. So if I want to come out here and come back to this platform or come back to any platform and make sure my name is not tarnished, I have to clean up the mess that's like. So I'm going to stand here, stand tall by myself. I don't need to get a big back goon to come after you or nothing like that. I'm going to come after you myself. If you're so afraid of me, when I popped up in your TikTok, you blocked me. If you're telling the truth, me calling you a liar, you should have left my comments there. At the beginning of your series, you said, Paris, come to the front. Then you blocked me. You are a weak ass bitch. Don't tell me to come to the front of nothing if you're going to block me as soon as I show up. What I'm not going to continue to let her do, Fran, or anybody else, is to lie on me. If you make videos telling the truth, I'm not going to say nothing. How come you and Fran, the proof about that is when she had on her friend were coming out, calling me trans and all this other stuff, when did I ever deny? When did I ever deny it? I never did, because I'm not a liar. I didn't at the time, what I didn't at
It
the
wasn't
time
the
like say
platform.
I
It
wasn't at
wasn't
the
the
time agree.
platform.
I didn't
That
confirm
wasn't the
or
topic
deny
at
it,
hand.
but I didn't lie because I'm not a
Yes.
liar. And it's not something that I'm not proud of. I am. I'm just private, and I wasn't ready to talk about it because it's not a normal situation.
Well, it
I
was
explained
being
it, here's why.
weaponized. It was
She
being
did.
used as a weapon. And she felt like you were coming for her as a woman. So I think she was coming for you as not. And I think
Exactly.
that she flips it now because there is a little bit, I think there are some
But
women
she
out here
always
that do
does
feel
that.
some
When
shade.
my best friend got so upset of what was going on, which is Malibu
Mhm.
Dollface, and he hit her up, the first thing she did was write him back and say, "You're a man. Get out of my inbox, girl. You act like you so afraid of men. Shut up. What are you talking
Well,
about?"
she might be
The
afraid of
first thing
men.
she said, "You are a man, girl." My best friend was over it. Leave me alone. And now you
She
so scared of him? You wasn't scared of him when you was in his inbox begging for a hair review for that raggedy ass hair you was selling. So shut up.
Okay. So she was in touch with him when she wanted a Got Lengths review.
Yep.
But when he reached out to her to call him out for advocating or showing friendship and solidarity for you, she is like, "You're a man, leave me alone." I just love I used to be LGBTQ. I mean,
What I love, Fran, is the fact that the jokes write themselves. I'm literally sitting there cracking up, laughing at how she's telling Ashley in this video that she's just admitting to all this stuff that she does, which is insane. About how she brings up God and God this, God that. Baby, tell me, where is God from an ex-lesbian that has now converted to whatever the heck he is, and then have not had not one, not two, but three planned marriages, 3 planned pregnancies outside of a marriage. and actually wanted to do another one
And
outside of a marriage. Where's God
it
in those
like,
decisions? Where
yeah,
is
talks
he?
about it like she is married. That's the funny part to me, that she talks about Ashley having a child, that these are the repercussions of things that happen when you have a child outside of marriage. But it's like, but you're not married either, sis.
You're not
Like,
married
at the end of
either.
the
And
day,
you planned
you're
multiple
not
pregnancies
married.
outside of a marriage. So where is God in that, Miss Christian? Shut up.
She only was talking about church for content. She's not into it. Like, she's not into it. You see, the church content is not popping right now. I think it
She's grasping
is
at straws, doing everything. And it makes me so infuriated because I'm looking at these comments and it's just I get
comments
infuriated with
where on
incompetence
TikTok.
and just in like on YouTube, on TikTok too, but just anywhere
I mean,
that's
I
talking
think you
about the
have a lot of
situation.
support around here. Like, I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
that
here
there's
no
anywhere in the
here
comments
is fine.
here
Yeah, here
that,
is not
yeah.
like most places, but I've seen where the little donkeys come in and they saying it. I just don't. Of course, if they support her, they slow because how can you support that? But I'm just not gonna let you continue to lie on me. So now that we are both speaking, you cannot silence me. You can go to the head of Facebook, you can go to the head of TikTok and scream to the top of your head that I'm this evil person that is a child bullier and this and this. And everybody, including myself, have been waiting for you to show the receipts of anything I did to a child. We are still waiting 3 years later. If you still waiting, you might as well jump in the casket.
I'm
We're never
still
gonna get
waiting
it.
on the police report of somebody came to the apartment
That
complex
I
to pick
sent
up.
with a
Okay,
gun.
that's where is, because
Baby, he's
I
still at
I'm
large.
really good
He
at
is still
looking
at
up
large,
police
apparently.
reports now, and I haven't spent 2 seconds looking, but it's
Martin asked
quite
her for the
easy to
receipt of
get a
that, and you
police
know what she
report.
told him? She told him when she moved, it got lost. He said, "Girl, I'm not
Yeah,
about to play these games with you. Goodbye."
but it's not going to be lost at the police department. All you need is
Go.
the police report and pull it right on up.
Thank you, friend. Like slower than
All you have to
sloth.
do is
Martin said,
there's
"I'm done with you. Goodbye."
Yeah, I mean, if that was the main one. When she told that story that somebody came to the concierge desk, I was just like, "Stop it, please. This has gone too far." I was like, "This has gone way too far. We are into fantasy fiction now." That did not happen. There is no way that someone is coming to pick up some kids and someone is not hitting a red button and calling the police right away, and some sort of, you know what I mean, some sort of questioning, something immediately. That didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
It did not happen. And she won't produce that was a mess. That was just a mess. I think she's mad. She sees Ashley. Ashley's doing something with some sunglasses. Octavia's business is doing well. I think that she is dealing with not getting the views that she wants to get.
And she's
Um,
blaming everybody. First, she blamed Ashley why she had to switch careers. Then she on TikTok talking about because of this drama with Paris, I had to switch careers to be a failed realtor. Baby, it's not because of me. You lost support because people saw through your lies. You have a platform with almost 500K and declining every day. And you are losing support. And you want to blame it on everybody but your big wig wearing self.
I
Baby,
mean,
look in the mirror. It's your fault.
the fact that with a YouTube channel, you'll have people who just they're subscribed, but they're not watching. When people have to take
Mm-hmm.
action to unsubscribe, that
Exactly.
is more problematic
They said,
because,
I don't want to see this no more. This is ghetto. Like I did. I
yeah,
realized it a decade ago. I was like, I used to watch her content. I used to comment on stuff and I used to say nice things to her. And then randomly, my comments stopped. If I was this crazy deranged person, my nice comments would have turned into evil comments. She shows my comments and she showed my comments that I made. I forgot I even made them, but I'm not going to deny them. I never denied that. When I first entered and talked about it, I said I used to watch her, I used to support her, and this is why I stopped. And I told the reason, and then for some reason she keeps coming out and saying because she stopped being a lesbian is why I hate her. Like you're an idiot. I actually
I've
was happy
never
when she
heard
stopped
that
being a lesbian
before.
because Nasia looked like a turtle. I didn't think they matched together, but now they look like they match. But at the time, I didn't like Nasia. She was abusive and she was ugly. So why would I be sad that you left Miss Tortoise in the face? I didn't care about that. I was supporting the channel because at the time I was really young, just like her. We were really young, and I thought it was cool. Like vlogs were new. It was cool to see somebody around my age that was in college because doing this thing at Spelman. It was interesting. It got very uninteresting after she graduated and just started being ghetto and more ghetto, having kids out of wedlock. What made me stop being a supporter is when she started lying about Jeremy having this illustrious basketball career. He was gonna buy a matching Maserati to go with her Audi, and then it came out after the car crash. He didn't get a Maserati. He ended up getting an Audi. She paid for it. She said he paid for it, and then when it got into an accident, it got exposed that her name was on the lease, so she paid for the car. I said, baby, I'm not about to sit here and watch no liar like this. You are weird. You sitting here supporting this man. Now you done got pregnant with him and you trying to hurry up and have kids. Y'all not married. This is weird. I'm not watching this. This is like, I thought you were about to go to LA, start an acting career. I thought her life was going to go on that route. Her and
No,
Jeremy
she was
had went
staying
to
in
LA at one
Atlanta.
point. I thought they were going to like be a, I thought from what she was telling people, how he was this basketball star, got all this money, blah, blah, blah. I thought they were going to be this little cute little power couple. I'm ready to see what's going to happen. They are anything but a power couple. If you look at pictures of Jeremy when they first got together and now, he looks like Obama pictures when he first got in office and then when he left. The eyes is blackened and sagging. Lean gut. It looks like he pregnant with the next baby. He needs to borrow one of my old B-size bras for them titties. Like, he is going through it.
Well, I mean, a man with 4 children, no good income, being the wife of a very domineering husband, probably is stressful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Fran, has my story changed ever since I've been on this platform? Once.
No, it's I mean, really and truly, she came for you and you were
Absolutely.
defending yourself. And I don't know
Because
that
she
there's
didn't like
any
my
rules
content.
in
And because
defending
I'm a nice
yourself.
person, Fran, when she called me with her lawyer on the phone, I said, look, I told her the tea. I said, look, I be screaming and yelling and doing all this shit. I really don't hate you, girl. I never said I hated you, but I don't like a lot of things that you did. So because I don't hate you and you're letting me know that these videos are causing you distress, we can come to a compromise. A compromise will be if any of the videos on my page that has any falsehoods or untruth, I would take those videos down. But if you don't like if you want me to take the videos down just because you don't like my opinion, well, tough titty, because I'm not doing it. And she didn't like that as the answer. That's what I said, though. So I was gracious enough to compromise. She doesn't know how to compromise. She thinks she was going to bully me and force me to. No, I wasn't going to do it. So when I didn't do it, she tried to coerce and blackmail me. And then I still didn't do it. So then she let her friend do what she did. And I have screenshots from my Instagram DMs when I was like, girl, all this tea that you said you had on me, she kept calling it evidence at the time. All the evidence that she had, she gave it to D. And I was like, you keep saying that you're not giving her the evidence, but she keeps posting it. She was like, okay, I promise she's not gonna. And these are screenshotted DMs. I promise that she's not gonna be. I told her not to post my evidence. Da 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 da. Well, all your evidence that you had, quote unquote, for court is posted on her platform. So how did she get it? If you told her not to do it, she still did it. And then you thanked her for doing it. You can lie and try to manipulate all you want, baby, but facts will remain facts.
Great point. So she tried to use Brilliant Bree. Let's talk about that for a second. She tried to use Brilliant Bree. Brilliant Bree was not with it. Brilliant Bree saw it coming a mile away. Like, even though she did get caught up a little bit, she went ahead and said, no, hot potato. Then they tried to get Toya Talk involved. And then Toya was like,
Toya, because
oh,
what I think
hell,
happened to her was disgusting. She
hell
took her to
no.
court, and then Toya won like she should have. And when I go to court with her, that's gonna be her 10th loss in court because you lose because you are dumb.
She has a history of trying to use if a reaction channel is veered towards her direction and support, they're cool. If you have any kind of critique or just even commentary about anything that she's doing, you're a hater and you're the hate train. Because like me, I don't consider myself hate train, nothing like that. We just talk about what's going on in these videos. But if it's counter what she is on at that time, she's going to say you're part of the hate train because her people can't stand
and she likes
me.
to say, oh, you don't actually in Paris, you guys don't actually have supporters. You just have people that don't like me. Baby, when I went on that live yesterday, I almost broke down because the butterflies was so much, it was overwhelming. These people are not around me because they don't like you. They're not. August, like you said, friend, I was listening to one of your videos the other day. You said, baby, August did not have 2 birthdays in a row full of gifts because they don't like, because of off the strength of people just want to make you feel bad.
Room was
they
full.
actually care about her and that little boy.
The first birthday, I don't even know if Ashley had enough room for all of the gifts. The room was full of
Exactly.
gifts on top of each other, not just on the floor. It was full.
Exactly.
And it still would be if Ashley accepted it. Ashley's very quiet and humble and all those things. Like, I don't know Ashley, but
Ashley
she
is a
seems
huge
to
protector of
give.
her peace, and she does not
Yeah.
like the tomfoolery that's going on. And she, she handles things in her own way, and I support however she wants to do that. But I don't handle things the way Ashley does.
And you
So
don't have to. Like,
she
you're
wants me
your own
to. She
person.
wants me to sit back. Ashley don't mind handling it behind the scenes and letting her control the narrative. She don't care. I do. So I'm not gonna be like Ashley and let you say this and that and let you get away with it. Every time now that I am back on my platform that you tell a lie out of that inflated ass lip, I'm gonna bust it. Every time.
So
Just
are you
know
back
that.
on YouTube? Like, are you allowed
No, I
to?
actually,
Okay.
so I'm allowed to come on other platforms and speak. I am not allowed to own or operate a channel. So I know that she's trying to spread around and scare people that if I come on platforms and she can report and get their videos down. Do not believe her. You can go read it in the YouTube guidelines. When you have your content channel removed, you cannot own or operate. I
So
am
you
not
can be
owning
a
or operating a
user.
damn
You
thing.
can be a user, but not an operator.
Yes. And
Okay.
until I actually file the paperwork with the digital media attorney so that I can have my case heard by YouTube and so they can actually see, this was a mistake. I would have never actually monetized my second platform if I wouldn't have gotten 2 responses from Team YouTube and also legal team when I had access to that in my, when you are over a certain whatever, they give you access to email back and forth between your liaison or whatever for YouTube. They both told me that it was okay. So now we can have our day once I have my lawyer present them with that and I can fight for my channel to come back. That's it. That's all I can do. And if after I do that, if they say no, then I can't come back and I won't own something on here. And I'm fine with that. YouTube is not the only platform that I can make money on. There are people who
No.
make a lot
Yeah.
of money on social media and don't even have a YouTube channel. So I'm not pressed about this platform, but just know, because I know that you're here, I want everybody to know you are a liar. I am not hiding. Nothing is private. My Instagram is public. I will post my Discord link anywhere anybody can join. This is not a secret. I don't have no secret hate train. I'm doing everything publicly and in your face, bitch, because I'm not a liar. I am challenging you to tell the truth. I am challenging you to post real receipts. I am challenging you to stop being transphobic and stop trying to get people to hate me because of my gender identity and try to make people bash me because this is a man and woman's business, trying to attack kids and you're a predator and a pedophile, all these stuff. I'm not trying to say this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say these words on your thing, but because I'm a P word and a P word, no, you are not going to continue this lie of this. Like this is the thing that makes me mad, Fran. Me and her, I said things about her. I have dragged her. She has not said one time what I've said and dragged her. She's upset about what I said about her. I don't drag her kids. She can post screenshot after screenshot of me dragging her. And guess what? When she do that, I'll be like, yep, I said it and I meant it. Sure did.
No,
Look
you
at
know
that
what?
lip. Where did I lie?
So this is on the outside looking in. She was mad. She didn't love your platform, but when you were able to create a relationship with Hazel and Ashley, that was a problem.
That was
Then
a problem.
when her donkey squad came through and came up with a strategy to link people with the P word, that person, right? I don't want to say anybody's name right now because I don't want to judge all that up. But I think that there was some plays being run in the background to link certain people and to just like there were multiple plays being run. And we all know this. Anyone who was around at this time knows that anybody could get it. And anybody who fell for the okie doke kind of fell into that hole of drama. And it was nonstop. And I think the main thing was to try to stop letting Ashley have a voice. And you were part of the Ashley voice.
Yes.
So
I was
by
a part of
quieting
Ashley's voice. I was a part of
that
Shanita's
was,
voice. I was a
yeah.
part of Brittany M's voice. These are all people who all felt victimized by Regina George. And what is the reason why I felt so compelled to help them, Fran, is because I am and I always have been the underdog. At the time, I was the only person. This is really why she hated me. There were a lot of people at the time doing commentary, Fran, but when I would speak, I would get views that were 30, 40, 50,000. She couldn't take it. When I had to sit down with Ashley and it
she
made
didn't like the
over
1,000 being
100,000,
in your
she couldn't
chat.
take it.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Somebody is actually getting views now that is speaking this truth. I can't have this getting out about how terrible of a person I am. This channel has to go down. That is why I and only me have been public enemy #1, because my voice is the loudest. She can't take it that it's been 3 years since I've been here, and the moment that I come back, boom, back, the support came right back. You can't take that when I speak, your lies get exposed. That's why I'm challenging her to stand toe-to-toe with me. Stand toe-to-toe and present your lies so they can get dispelled by the truth. Because one thing I have never done is change my story. I have never apologized for the things that I said that I meant. And I will say them again to your face and your mom's. You can record and screen grab this, take this to any court. Yes, I did drag you because that's what I felt like doing. It's not illegal. I'm not going to go to jail for dragging you, but you're going to go to jail for blackmail.
Her mom talked about Amira's, you know, her eyes and, you know, that whole situation. Look, nobody's innocent out here. Everybody throws shade and everybody gets a little kiki. And if anyone stands up and says that they never do it or never did it, okay, good for you. But we know the ones who have. So yes, you know, when you start throwing shade, shade will be thrown, and age is but a number. So Miss Sandra.
So you're a very intelligent woman.
Thank you.
Is that a federal crime?
I think it is extortion. Yeah. Extortion
Blackmail and coercion is a federal crime in all 50 states. If somebody is on camera, I mean, someone's on tape telling you to do something, and if you don't, there's going to be this, and this action. Is that blackmail and coercion?
That is called quid pro quo. Any of my lawyers out here can correct me, but quid pro quo is like you do something and then you get something in return. And if you hold a ticket over it, like money or property or something of value, US currency, it's quite possible that that is considered a form of extortion. And, you know, kind of like mafia style tactics. Those are crimes.
When I looked up the definition of what extortion, I mean, of what blackmail and coercion is, it says when somebody uses something to want you to do something, and if you don't comply, they then threaten to do said action. That is called blackmail.
Yes, that's blackmail.
When she threatened me that if I take down these content videos, I will not file this felonious lawsuit on you that will then give me a good laugh. And
that's more quid pro quo. Like, if you don't do this, I'm going to do that. If you don't do this and I'm going to tell your information, that would be more like extortion. But they're all forms of extortion, I think.
That's very illegal. And she did it she did it on a recording. You can't deny that. It's your voice. You can explain to the judge what you did. So you want to come out here and say, I'm going to jail for what, babe? What crimes did I commit? That's why she keeps trying to sit here and mark on these kids and hide behind these children. Baby, I never dragged your children. I have dragged you. I have dragged you up and down from the top of that big ass head to the bottom of that scrawny little toe. And I will continue to do so as I please because you keep saying my name. If you don't want this smoke, stop standing in the mirror saying Beetlejuice, because I'm going to pop out and bust that lip every time.
I wonder why she chose now. It makes me feel like the way she did these TikTok videos that she's trying to get followers on TikTok, but I don't know.
She's delusional. Just like she grew her. This is the thing, friend. When I said in the video on Hazel's platform yesterday, I said, I did not come to this platform have to pimp my pain. I had a very unique story that I could have came out and garnered support and all that. I didn't want no support like that. You know why? When you come to social media and you breaking down and you crying and all this and stuff, you don't know what type of audience you pulled in. All of her videos that made her platform go viral were videos of her skin peeling off, her crying and breaking down over all types of stuff. They thought it was funny. They never really supported you. They thought it was funny. Like, look at this little crazy thing doing this, this, and this. You did reactionary content that got you views, and then you built a following off of that. So you cannot now sit here and say anything when you are used to growing your platform off of stuff like this. So if you think your best bet is to think you're going to pull in more views and support over lies, that's why we're going to go head to head. So the people can decide once they hear her story and they hear mine, who's telling the truth. Because one person's going to have receipts and one person's they lost theirs. One person's going to say this receipt means this when you can look at the receipt and it says something else. So every time she posts a lie, I will then, like she did those TikToks, I will come and explain it like a intelligent human being, because she's too slow to understand. You literally did exactly what I wanted you to. Thank you. This is chess, not checkers. I wanted you to post those receipts. I've been begging you for 3 years, and all I had to do was mention TikTok one time, and you finally did it. Thank you. Everything you posted on
It's
TikTok, you
crazy.
corroborated my story. Thank you.
And if you look at her TikTok, honestly, her TikTok does okay. And it was doing better when she was focusing on what her actual content is, which what she says it's about, but what she wants it to be ratchet. So she might need to look at her numbers and really see if this is, and I'm not giving out any advice. At the end of the day, this little series, I don't know if it's going to give what she wants it to give in the long term, because to me, if I were buying a house and I
Baby, the
went to
way
her
the smart people
TikTok,
gonna
I would
drag her
be,
down, drag.
yeah, no. I don't think it's going to give what she thinks it needs to. So you were over on Hazel's yesterday when she went, because I feel like I
Yes.
think I saw she went live, but I didn't get a chance to watch the whole
Baby,
thing.
please watch it.
Okay.
It was a very emotional live for me that I
Okay.
finally felt comfortable to do. I didn't want to do that. I never wanted to talk about this stuff. I was forced to, because she gave her evidence to her friend and exposed me. And I wasn't going to come back and not talk about it or act like I was ashamed of it or have this people constantly questioning me about it. I told the truth. And now that I've had to come out and talked about this stuff that I never wanted to talk about, because to me, this is linked to my medical condition. It's not linked to I just woke up one and decided to do this. I'm this way for a reason. I explain all this in Halo's Live, but this is something I never wanted to talk. I didn't come here trying to gain sympathy and pimp my pain about what I've gone through. I just came to the internet as a normal human being. So me and you having an argument, I said stuff about your kids. My gender identity had nothing to do with what I was saying out of my mouth. You weaponizing that had nothing to do with anything. And then you're going to say, oh, you're trying to garner support from this community. Baby, I never even admitted that I was a part of it. So how am I trying to garner the support? Now that I have,
why are you trying to drag me in and you want everyone to accept that you're out? Like, at the end of the day, just because you're with Jeremy doesn't make you not a lesbian anymore. And I'm sure all the lesbians can attest to that. Just because you're with a man doesn't make you not a lesbian. And we don't necessarily have to sit there and debate that. But why did she feel compelled to have to drag you into something that you weren't even discussing?
I can't even explain to you because I'm not slow.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
why her brain
that
doesn't
is
tick to the
bullying
top.
to me.
I don't
That
know.
is bullying.
Mhm.
Having a conversation, maybe disagreeing, that's not bullying. People giving their commentary and opinions, that's not bullying. But dragging someone into something that they didn't want to be in, which is what their strategy was to shut you down. It got very ugly quick. That day that Miss Sandra called in, there was pretty much no turning back after that. When the helpers started pulling up people's channels who were doing commentary on KEESHA and almost creating like a target list of channels to come for. It was crazy. It was crazy. Well, I'm so glad to
I
talk
can't
to you
hear you
today.
anymore.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
I'm glad that you came forward. Can you hear me or you can't hear? Paris, you there? Paris, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My
I'm glad you
headphones
came
picked up.
forward and kind of cleared the deck. I don't know if she's going to continue with this series or not, but
I
you
hope she
haven't put
does.
anything
I
on
wanted her to do
TikTok.
this. I want her to post everything. I want her to post all her lies so then I can finally sit down and dissect them lie by lie by lie by lie. I'm not afraid of you posting no story. And people in my Discord was like, report it, get it taken down. I said, no, baby, let it. This is
Going to
my
report
chess move.
itself
I
because when
wanted her to put it out. I wanted her to. I
it's
am
going
not
to
going to sit
report
here and act like I'm an
itself.
angel, like I didn't say things and do things to warrant her to not like me. But the thing is, that's not what she's talking about. She's not saying, oh my God, this person is so bad because they said this about me. She keeps talking about her kids being in danger. Baby, first of all, let's take it back. I'm not those children's mother. The real reason why they're in danger is because you decided to pimp them children out since they popped out. There's been a camera down their throat since they came out of your womb. And you tried to pimp them children out and make money off of them. So you wouldn't protect your children. The only reason why people can have photos, and this is heartbreaking about it, And I'm so happy that kids are being able to grow up and speak about this now. There's lots of children that were a part of vlog families and they had no control of their digital footprint, and now they're being dragged in school. So when her kids get of age and they realizing that people may be seeing stuff of them, seeing pictures of them and stuff, and you and friend, I'm not even gonna say it, but you know on certain threads how nasty it gets sometimes dragging them kids. Them kids are going to have to see that stuff. And as a mother, she's going to have to explain to them why she decided not to protect them and not have such a disgusting digital footprint of them across the internet over a check. I don't have to do that.
I agree. I mean, that's why things have changed. She's definitely
If I
still
had
part
children
of the
and I seen even one of those, the first time I seen people dragging my kids like that, they would have been off the internet completely, because I would like to protect their mental health. I am a child that was bullied because of because of what I just am in general. I was bullied my entire childhood. And my parents tried their best to speak life into me because they couldn't go to school with me. They couldn't go to daycare. They couldn't. Yes, you're different, baby. It's okay. You're going to have to stand tall, though, because people are not nice.
Right.
But they tried to protect me the best way that they could. And I'm pretty sure that if I had a vlogging mother and people started saying this, and this about what I was going through medically, she would have took me off the internet in a heartbeat. Oh, y'all not about to be dissecting my child. Y'all not about to be misdiagnosing my child, asking me this. Nope, off the internet. You're not about to speak on my child because mom will bust you in the mouth. She don't play about me. She would have taken me off the internet. Any mother that actually loved their children and can't stand to see, I don't know how she can stand to see that these comments are being made about them and still have not taken them completely off the internet. What a good mom. I would never.
Well, she likes to be able to point things out and make people the bad guy over and hold people to a standard of what she would do
Yes, thank
versus
you. And that's
what,
what Candace
and
said.
that's it.
I
Yeah.
didn't know I don't know how to pronounce the word. I've only been actually told it once, because most people, you don't find out what I have when you're born. You find out when you grow older and you have symptoms of the syndrome. But Candace put it up. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I just say XXY baby. That's all I know how to say. But I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Who's
And I
Candace?
didn't
Oh,
find out
here.
until I was in my late teens, and I had to have a chemically induced puberty because I didn't have one. So that's how I found that out. And that's not something I ever want to talk about. That's something I medically had to go through. That's a medical condition for me. This is not something that I brought to the internet to pimp my pain over. She exposed that about me. I didn't want to talk about it. Now you want to act like you didn't do it? Now you want to act like I don't have a recorded phone call of you threatening me to do this? I never wanted to talk about this. This is not something I'm comfortable with. I just learned this I've only known about this for about a little over a decade now about myself. This is something I'm still learning and still dealing with every single day. This is not something that I'm going to make a platform about. This is my health.
Right. Also, I mean, I just think at a certain point when it became very much exploited, it had nothing to do with the topic at hand. I'm going to be honest with you. Uh, it transcended anything about you and your lifestyle, sexuality, gender identity, any of that. It became exploitive. And when it became very much exploitive, and that's when it was really like this is really disgusting. Like the things that the donkeys were doing was absolutely deplorable. And to your point, if
and these
Keisha
are
wanted to protect
supporters of a
her
Christian
family,
platform.
if Keisha wanted to protect her family, it should have, she should have, I'm not going to even begin to tell her what she should have done, but she should have done something else. But it was very much when it became about exploiting you and not something that you'd said potentially, or how they felt about something, or how she felt about something, it just got really nasty. And I don't know, I don't agree with any of it. I just think it was bad. And really and truly, on top of everything, Keisha is mad because Jeremy made a baby with Ashley, and that's it. You became
Keisha's mad because
collateral
not
damage
only
because
is
you
Keisha
were
mad that she made
critical.
a baby with Jeremy, she's really upset that the only boy, Pastel, is Ashley's. And what
Yeah,
made me feel so
absolutely.
weird about that whole video that she made, like, I'm sorry, I'm not Ashley, and she is lucky I'm not Ashley, because baby, you wouldn't have ambushed me at 7 a.m. You would have been ambushed in the back of an emergency room, because ain't no way you gonna do that to me. But what makes me so more upset about it is the fact that she made that video and gonna say, I was gonna be completely um um selfless and give away one of my children's rooms and give it to him. Baby, you act like we haven't seen messages of you talking about how you were going to try to take that boy from Ashley and get custody from when he was a baby child. You've been had a dream room for your son that you didn't birth. You act like she acted like Ashley was her surrogate. Like, oh, thank you for birthing the only pastel boy. Now I'm gonna take him. I got a room.
When
Girl, we
she
not surprised.
said,
You've been wanting to make a room for him. You've been wanting to. You have been wanting to include him into your life. And my thing is this, Fran. You said it perfectly. This is why I like coming here and watching what you say sometimes. If you are a mother that has children, you need to watch your own children do that, whatever you do yourself. Now, Ashley is the sole guardian of August, the only person on the birth certificate, the only person that can make rights. She has not pressed Jeremy for child support because that will ruin his life. And she cares about that for some reason. I don't. Ruin it. I keep telling her to ruin it. Put the pedal on it, but she won't do it. She's not doing it for whatever reason. I have to respect that. But he has no rights. So if Ashley says, you know what? If you say you want to be a father, even though every time I drop August over here, Jeremy is only around for a couple hours before he in the streets, and my child is mainly going to be taken care of by this big back lunatic and this imbecile, this little string being imbecile, then fine. I will compromise and let him come over there. However, these are my rules. If I allow my son that I don't legally have to allow to come over here, all I'm asking is do not put him on a platform that I know that you put your children on, that I know your children get dragged on. I don't want my child a part of this. I feel like that's also saying, like, okay, hey, we're shooting this episode of South Park. Oh, my kid, I don't want my kid a part of nothing like that. Why would you want your child on a channel that you know people drag kids on the daily? I wouldn't. So, and regardless of what it is, Ashley said no. That's my child. That is my responsibility to take care of him and his digital footprint. I've seen the mess that you've made of your daughter's digital footprint so far. You're not going to do the same with mine. So respectfully, all I ask is that you do not post my child. Hello?
wait, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm sorry.
sorry.
My phone messed up. But all she's asking is respectfully, do not post my child on your vlog. He can come over and stay all he wants. Why is that such a hard request? And then for you to videotape him and oh my God, that triggered me. For you to videotape her child crying and then post it on the internet. How come you can do these things to people's children, but if somebody even mentions yours, it's called harassment and bullying? You should have had that lip deflated for that. Absolutely not. That was disgusting. But why would you? So my thing is this, right? She could have easily just said, you know what? And we're about to film right now. Jeremy, take August over there and go like buy a balloon or something like that. I don't want him to be in the footage. You don't have to film in front of him and say, oh, sorry, baby, you can't be in this. You know how to do it. You know how to do it right. So he don't know what's going on because his mama said no. So if August asks for a popsicle at 1 o'clock in the morning and you say no and he started crying, you going to record that and put it up too? Like, stop, be for real. His mama said no. If his mama say he can't have popsicles and your daughters can, and you give your daughters popsicles and August can't have one, he start crying, tough titty. His mama said no. That's
I don't
part
understand
of life.
why she doesn't understand, but she doesn't want to understand. That's basically what it is. She doesn't want to understand.
Like her mother. I swear that slow gene is so tough. How are you so incapable of comprehending simple stuff? That's why your life is.
She understands. She has a willful spirit. She wants to do what she wants to do. I wouldn't even give her credit for she doesn't understand. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She's doing it because that's what she wants to do. She feels entitled because this is what she said. This is my house, and I worked hard to have a house for my kids. It's not fair that I have to make a place for him.
What girl? Please tell me. She lied and told me that Jeremy flips homes. Baby, if you buy homes, that's public record. What homes have you bought to flip? We have not seen nothing. There is not an ounce of a legal paper trail other than that YouTube channel of any legal tender that this man makes.
And it may not even come to him. I mean, you never know. We don't
Okay.
even know what
The
AdSense
only
account
time
it
I ever
goes
seen him
to.
making some money is have his AdSense on Google and that clip that Toya had him at that gas station selling who knows what.
Okay.
So stop the
Not
games.
gas. He said it wasn't gas, but it was
Okay. And it was not
okay.
gas.
It was not gas.
He wasn't out there pumping gas.
A mess. Like I said, KEESHA needs to make sure she responds to Midland Credit, or else she's going to be writing a check. Or before they can sell that house, there's going to be a lien on that property because she owes those people money. So you're back. That's what where are you back? Are you going to be putting up content regarding this matter on Instagram, or what are you going to be
Baby,
doing?
let me tell you something.
Back on Twitter? I mean, Twitch?
I'm going on Facebook. I think Facebook is a very profitable platform. I feel like
Mhm.
everybody that has a YouTube has a Facebook. I feel like
Yes.
people who know about this situation that had YouTube channels also have Facebook. So when I talk about something, people that probably have forgotten about this or don't go on YouTube like that anymore will see what I'm talking about. Like, oh, I remember this. Like everybody that has people don't just have a YouTube and nothing else. They have Instagram. You also have a Snapchat. There's other platforms I can speak about this at. So freely, I feel more comfortable speaking on Facebook until I legally handle my I forgot. I'm thinking the word now. My
The situation.
situation with my YouTube channel. That's nothing that have to do with bullying kids. It's literally about circumvention. When I fight my circumvention strike and get my channel back, then I'll come back here because I don't have to worry about her reporting my videos for me ban evading and getting my channel taken down again. It's not gonna happen, baby. I'm gonna play smarter, I'm gonna play smarter and harder. So I want to be on a platform that I can speak my mind freely without being at fear that she can get my channel taken down because I'm speaking my mind. You will not silence me. And I appreciate people like you and my friends on this platform that allow me to come on here and dispel her lies to the audience that I have that know me and that know her, and that we can get this cleared up because you will no longer feel like because I don't have a channel that I can't defend myself. You're no longer going to be sitting here feeling comfortable to say my name attached to lies anymore. Every time you lie out of that big ass lip, I'm going to deflate it. I promise you. So keep my name out of your mouth.
Period. Okay. Paris, I'm so glad you came to see us this morning. We miss you. People love you. When you go back to Facebook, let us know and we will all be there.
Thank you, friend.
We'll all be there as soon as you go live. And if you hear something,
the links are actually on the under the live that Hazel has up on her page of all my platforms that I'm on. And then you can also follow me on my Instagram at Paris Harley. I'm at Paris Harley on everything. I have the hashtag for everything. So my name is my brand. You can follow me anywhere. If you want to keep up with me because I'm not going to be on this platform.
With this developing story and how and justice for Paris in getting replatformed or reversing her deplatforming on YouTube, because deplatforming is a hard thing to unravel when you're on the wrong side of it, unfortunately. But
you have to pay a lot of money
listening
to do that.
As long as people are listening and the doors are still open, at least you stand a shot, because when you can't even get a hold of somebody to get replatformed, that is, I mean, it's kind of it's hard. So I mean, I've definitely heard a lot of people's stories when this has happened to them in many different stages where it's been long term or just even the short term type of situation. So, but yeah, we're definitely with you. So when you go live, and I will share your social media in my description box and in the comments. So in the first pin comment. So I'll get them from off of Hazel's and share them over here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
We love you, Paris.
Thanks for coming
and
up.
I'm
shout
glad
out to the
you
butterflies in the chat. I see you
absolutely.
Guys. It warms my heart so much to see that you guys are still out here swinging for me.
Absolutely.
And please believe that the way I handle this from now on, I am a little hot this morning because I literally just woke up out my sleep getting ready for my beautification day. and I have to hear these lies. It's just it brought into my spirit. But please don't think I'm going to be ever on this internet looking a hot fool like I was back in the day, screaming and yelling at the top of my lungs. I know I can eat this bitch eloquently, and I will. You will not
Absolutely.
be. This time around, it's not like before. You will not be disappointed in how I handle her. I'm going to handle her correctly. And since she wants to keep threatening court like I'm afraid, the only reason why I didn't want to go to court with her before was because I was trying to protect my family and my privacy and my peace. But now that you have disrupted that, we can go to court, baby. I've never been afraid of you.
And you know, when a secret or something that people don't know is out, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You're free.
Yep.
You're free, and that's it. You know what I mean? So no one can really hold anything over your head, that whether it was just privacy, you know, I don't even want to say a secret, because sometimes secrets are conceived like, or considered like something bad or whatever. You're holding your business, and it was private. And at the end of the day, that is out, and and nobody can hold it over your head anymore. So what's next?
Friend,
What else
and
you
after
got?
this live, we need to get together. I got some tea for you, but I appreciate
Okay.
every time I've come in that you've also verified, because you're not slow like that sloth to be like,
Girl,
oh, somebody
bye.
just said it's Paris Harley, it must be her. Like, I'm so glad you verified. You like, I don't even know she got a
Girl, I said,
platform.
let me put my screen up because it might be a porn bomb. You know, they
You
porn
know?
bombed me once.
Oh,
And
they did?
luckily I got, and I don't know who did it, but I can assume that it was the helper. I
Wow.
went ahead, I took that live down and deleted it. I had to just take the L. Luckily, I had it in StreamYard, so I was
That's
able to
great.
edit out the porn piece, and then I reposted it. But I was just like, see, y'all, that's why I'm very careful, because these people they'll catch you when you're slipping. And you know, this whole thing that happened some years ago where you got caught up how you got caught up, I got caught up how I got caught up. I said,
Yeah.
it's never
And you know
happening
what,
to me
Fred?
again.
I'm not like, I was a beauty content creator. I made makeup videos and hair videos. That was my first time ever doing anything like this. I never had a community guideline strike in my life, but I was not about to back down when people were attacking me. So if my platform had to go down behind me defending myself, I don't regret it. And I don't care. I would do it again in a heartbeat to defend myself. YouTube is not my mama. They might have their guidelines of what they want me to say or not to say, but I don't care. So if you don't like what I'm saying, I'll just say it somewhere else. But I'm not going to take
Okay.
YouTube's ruling as that means, you know, anything. They just don't like what I said. So what?
I would, so do what you got to do and do your content. At the end of the day, you can't expect this girl overnight to get her mind right. Sis is mad. I really do believe, I don't want to say she has anything against August per se. She's mad at Jeremy. Sis might even want to step into her truth and go back to where you really want to be, because Jeremy might not be it for you. And you might want to, like, go back to where you were happy. I don't know. Maybe it's the battle between her and her sexuality. I don't know. But at the end
I
of the
think it's something
day,
that starts
she's
with a
mad.
B and ends with a GS that's handling that.
Okay, she is mad Jeremy has a baby and she doesn't have that boy, and I don't know that she really wants to be with a guy, because Jeremy is the type of man who, dealing with him, I mean, you may as well be by yourself. So I don't
Absolutely.
yeah, she may as well be
I
alone.
posted on my snap on my, and that's why you should be following on Instagram, baby, because I can shade you all I
I'm
want. Instagram don't
yeah.
care. I posted on my story a couple of days ago a post that I seen on the shade room where it's like, it's very ghetto for women to be out here supporting and taking care of their kids and letting a man be out in the streets living their best life. If
Okay.
you're proud of doing that for him, fine, be proud. But that's embarrassing, and you shouldn't feel holier than thou. You shouldn't feel like that's anything that other women want to emulate. People do not look at your life and think that's anything that they want to be like. They look at you as
Mm-mm.
an example of what they never want to happen to them or their daughters. I'm pretty sure people are going to show your platform to their kids and say, baby, if you ever have a life like this, you have failed. I have failed you as a mother. If I ever allow you to be with a man who will put three planned pregnancies within you without having a ring, and also put a pregnancy inside of another one person, and then I have a baby right after that other person, I do not want you to live a life like that. No mother will want them to go through what she has done. You're
It's not
not a
cute.
story of triumph. You are a story of disaster. You are a life lesson for people to know what not to do.
Absolutely. When are you going live anytime soon? Because these YouTube people, we
I'm having a
love a good
beautification
live.
day. I'm having a beautification day. You know what that means. I'm gonna be down for
Mhm.
a little bit to heal. After I heal from my beautification day that I spent my thousands on, and I come back pretty and popping. Don't y'all think I elevated before? Nope. I'm still going to get better and better and investing in myself. So once I'm done healing and I'm right and tight, I'll be right back smack in front of this camera, ready to do whatever.
Well, and no matter what, turn the app off, relax, enjoy your day. No,
Thank you.
I mean, really, sometimes it's hard, but
Hmm.
just decompress and don't let get your mind right for what you have coming ahead of you so you can enjoy the process and let your body heal de-stressed.
Thank
Don't
you.
even you got to come up here, you dropped your piece. I'm sure the comments will be popping later. You'll have plenty of time to read that in recovery, but between now and then, don't even bother.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
seriously,
I'm
you
going
know.
dark for a little bit. I have to. I'm not gonna let that interrupt this is something I had planned and took care of for me for a
She gonna
long
be
time
mad all
ago,
week. Yeah, Keisha gonna be mad all week until the next thing. She'll be mad
Hmm.
until Ashley or Hazel, because you'll be out and you'll be getting something fabulous
That's
done, and she's
okay.
gonna be trying to figure
She
out her
can say whatever
coin.
she wants while I'm gone, but just know, big lip, every lie that you tell, when I come back, I'm gonna be on your ass. Don't play with me.
I love it. Okay, Paris, we love you. We support you. Don't
Thank you
worry
so
about it. Everybody
much.
got your back. When it's time, when you're ready and you're going live, trust me, everybody will be sharing and watching and coming and talking and doing all the things. We love
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so
Okay,
much. Bye,
Paris.
everybody in chat. I appreciate you guys for listening to me, and thank you again, Fran. Bye.
We love you. You take care and be well, and good luck with everything you're getting done. And we will
Thank
see you
you.
soon, sis. We love
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, bye, Paris. Okay. Okay, on a Wednesday. Okay. All right, guys. I will get all the information. If you've got it over from Hazel's, go ahead and get it. But I will get it over from Hazel's, and I'll make sure to put it in the first pinned comment and the description box. So if you're looking for Paris on her social media, she is not on YouTube like that. She can be a user, so she can be in the chat, she can watch videos, things of that nature, but she cannot be an operator. She can call into platforms and things of that nature, and et cetera, right? Um, we know she's on Instagram. Most of us are following her on Instagram. I think I just followed her on TikTok, and sis is going to be over there on Facebook. So at the end of the day, guys, that's what it is. So we didn't finish watching because we kind of don't have to. If ma'am comes back, if sus comes back on some continuing with her Keisha Tisa, her Keisha rant on this topic. I mean, I'm going to be honest. We've heard this all before. Until she gets to some new information, I'm not even going to bore you with the blow by blow, video by video, because I know y'all are watching it. But like I said before, see, like if it don't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. And ma'am needs to look on her timeline and see the content that actually really got her the views on TikTok. And I don't know that TikTok is where she wants to bring this type of mess, but she can whatever. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? You love our impromptu guest. Yes, Paris was very sweet. We love Paris. We really do. Um, the way they dragged her on this internet was not, it wasn't cute at all. It was very unpleasant, period in time. And it was very much that nasty work. And I'm glad we kind of went past that. But some people you got to just let them play by themselves. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? So okay, I'm glad we got a chance to cover this today, but we're pretty much done. You guys meet me over at Real Talk Bougie. We have a video to react to, and we have some maybe some fictitious tea that has been set out to the ether. And you guys have been asking me what I think, what I know. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know anything about that tea. I don't know that lady. I don't know that lady dropping that tea over there. Okay. If there's no receipt, I can't substantiate, right? So we got some stuff to talk about over on Real Talk Bougie. If there's no receipt, I don't know what you talk about. You know what I mean? So we gonna, and that applies everywhere. Cause just like Paris said, show me the receipt. Okay. Okay. And just like Paris said, she dropped some tea in her Discord to see if an op would. And guess what? The op did. Okay. So we don't know if that information that was put out last night over there on Erica Kang, if that was on some I wish a op would. Okay, we trying to flush out the ops. Okay, we're gonna talk about it in a little bit. Let me get a sandwich, and then I'm gonna see you guys over there in a little bit. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Make sure if you are new here, you subscribe. Make sure your notifications are set. So when I go live, post another video, you will be notified. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys a little bit later.
It seems like yours is going to be raised by you as a single mother and him. And they're going to be calling another woman stepmama at the rate you're going because you're too busy. And everybody business, and you're not paid to be in that business. I'm paid to be in people's business. You're not paid to be in people's business. Okay? You're not paid. I get paid. This is what I do. It's given that you want to be a blogger. That's why you stay heavy in the blogs. You want to control our news because secretly, deep down, that's what you want to do. You want to be a blogger. You want to be the media.